And what's good, everyone? Welcome back in once again as we're back live on Behind the Arc Basketball tonight, covering play-by-play in a great game in the NBA going down here. It's the first meeting of the season between these two teams. Both teams are red hot. The Memphis Grizzlies at 43-20, third best record in the NBA, number 3 in the Western Conference at 22-10 on the road. The Boston Celtics 37-27, 21-11 on their home court, currently number 6 in the Eastern Conference. These two teams are red hot. Memphis winning the last 11 out of 14. John Morant coming off massive games the last two, 46 points against Chicago, followed it up with a career high 52 last game against San Antonio. And the Celtics, they won the last 12 out of 14 matchups for Boston. Gonna be a great one tonight. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and glad to have you guys back in here. TD Garden tonight. Celtics are a 2.5-point favorite on the line without Jaylen Brown, though, for this matchup. What's good, Johnny? Welcome to Stream, man. Caught the end of the Arkansas game there, man, yesterday. Incredible come-from-behind victory for your team. Vegas, welcome back in here, brother. We're going to tip off in under 15 minutes from now. Looks like it's going to be like a lengthy pregame or so. So under 15 minutes, we'll tip off. Memphis with a couple big victories in the last 14 games, beating Utah and Chicago. They have a 2-1 record against the top 8 of 3 of those games that they played against the top 8 teams via the last 14 games. Boston 3-0 record against top 12 teams in the last 14 games. They did, however, win against Miami shorthanded, beat Philadelphia when they made that big trade at the trade deadline, getting James Harden in, who has looked unstoppable, paired up with Embiid right now. But yeah, this is going to be a great showdown here. John Morant balling out last 2 games, 46 points against the Bulls, 52 on Monday, career high against San Antonio, number 6 right now in scoring, and Jason Tatum, number 9 in scoring, putting up 25.9 points per game. Jaws putting up 27.6. What's good, Mr. Zigzag? Andrew on the stream. Welcome in, guys. Might be going to the Hurricanes hockey outdoor game next year. That's awesome, man. That would be incredible. Able to witness hockey outdoors for like professional hockey, because it comes around like once a year usually. If you guys are new, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and vote in the poll if you guys would like as well. It should be a great matchup tonight. This really gives us a good sense of sight to see where the Celtics are. Without Jaylen Brown tonight, can they hang in? Because they haven't really been able to win against teams with superstar caliber players, and John Morant has been playing on an incredible type of level this season. Celtics did beat Joel Embiid the last game against Philadelphia. They crushed them. They were up by 50 at one point, but I don't think Philly's mind was on basketball that day, because they made the trade at the trade deadline on that day for James Harden, and the Celtics were pumped up that day as they had Derek White heading on his way to Boston. Lissandro, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Looks like tuning into some ACC hoops there. Yeah, a lot of games going down here. I'll update scores throughout the night. First check tonight at scores, the Bulls are taking on the Hawks. Chicago leading 37-31 at the start of the second quarter. Trae Young's playing tonight for Atlanta. And then a lot of college games going on once again tonight. Houston beating Temple 22-17. Illinois up over Penn State 26-21. Ohio State beating Michigan State 31-25. That's a game to monitor. Ohio State with a bad loss earlier in the week against Nebraska. Michigan State's been struggling lately. They don't really have like a go-to star on the court for Michigan State this season. This is a shock here. Iona is losing against Manhattan 29-21. That is a shock right now. SMU playing for the bubble. Right now on the bubble, trying to get in. 22-21 SMU leading Cincinnati. And that's a home game for SMU. So a loss would take them off the bubble, away from the bracket. What's good, Christian? Welcome to the stream. Duke against UNC this weekend. I'm going to go for Duke in that one. Yeah, I thought the last one, I thought that should have been UNC's chance, but it's going to be extra difficult now because it's Coach K's last regular season game, and it's at Duke. I'll go with the Blue Devils there. And I unfortunately won't be able to cover that one this weekend because I have lacrosse earlier in the day on Saturday, and I won't be back in time for that. Yeah, the stuff for lacrosse is going well. I've been covering a lot of games lately, and the team that I'm covering, the men's lacrosse team, has their best start right now. They're 4-0 in the season. They're off to their best start since 1991, which is awesome. It's getting me like a lot of good stuff to make a demo of, because they just went off yesterday. They had 2 players with a hat trick. They had 4 other players that scored 2 goals each, and they put up 15 on the scoreboard. They won yesterday 15-4, which was awesome. They've been outscoring opponents. Second periods, they're crazy good in the second period, outscoring opponents 18-1. Even if Ohio State beats Michigan State, do I think Buckeyes will fall out of the top 25? Yes. Yeah, that loss against Nebraska, it was a home loss, and I don't know where Nebraska is in the net, but it might be a quad 4 loss. Yeah, so that's not good. And Ohio State, just going to check up on where they are. They're at 23. Yeah, they drop out. They're at 23. And there's a lot of deserving teams that are looking to get into the top 25. North Texas should be one of them. North Texas only got 3 votes this week, and they keep on winning and winning and winning. They're not getting any respect, but they got the top defense in all college basketball this season. Alabama's going to drop out. They lost against Texas A&M yesterday. I think they gave up 80. They gave up over 85. Iowa State's probably not even going to receive votes this week, because Iowa State scored 36 yesterday at home against Oklahoma State. That didn't look so well. Yeah, it's just been one of those random weeks, and it's usually this time of the season we see mid-major teams crack the top 25. We saw that a couple of years ago. Wofford, Murray State with John Morant, they cracked the top 25 early March. And North Texas, only 4 losses in the season, well-deserving to get a top 25 bid, in my opinion. Should be there already. There's a grouping of teams from the Mountain West down in front of them, though. Boise State, Colorado State, San Diego State out in front. South Dakota State might get it. They keep on winning for the Jackrabbits. Yeah, Arkansas is on fire, man. Looking like they're going to go to the Final Four. Just unstoppable. It comes down to foul trouble late in games, and that's where they put, even though Jalen Williams fouled out, that was an incredible come-from-behind victory, because they do so well just drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line, and they can make their free throws. And in late-game situations, that's what you have to rely on. Every single point matters. Is Michigan State a bubble team? Not at the moment, but if they keep on losing, yes. Same as Ohio State. If Ohio State keeps on losing, yes. And UNC? UNC is borderline in the bracket or out of the bracket. I think they're like a play-in team right now for UNC. UNC is a lock if they beat Duke on Saturday. If they lost, then they're like borderline tournament, probably not going to make it in. Because I remember it was, I think 3 years ago, NC State, they went 21-9 overall. They went 9-9 in the ACC. They didn't make it into the tournament because they played the weakest non-conference schedule out of any team nationally. And for UNC, it's not that they played like a weak schedule. It's just that they haven't been able to get any type of signature victories. Their best victories against Michigan, which Michigan now has worked its way borderline into the bracket, because there's a good amount of teams that are going to make their way into the bracket that nobody is thinking about right now that should be in the bracket. I've got VCU in. VCU is 17-3 with one of their top players on the team. They should already be in the bracket. I don't know how they're a playing team right now, according to bracketologists. Yersurf, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, Villanova, They beat Providence earlier this week. Villanova is, they're 11. Yeah, Villanova is still before Wisconsin, though. So Gonzaga, Arizona, Baylor, Duke. Auburn at number 5 right now. Auburn snuck past Mississippi State in overtime. Wisconsin should keep on moving up before Villanova. Wisconsin's had an incredible season with all the players that they lost in the offseason. I didn't expect them to be that good. Johnny Davis went from scoring I think he was basically a bench player all last year, 7 points per game, to being one of the top scorers this season in all college hoops. Do I see Florida State sneaking into the tournament? They're starting to get healthy. I'm going to say no right now. I think it's going to be another ACC team, but you honestly don't know. We got Duke, Notre Dame, Wake Forest, and Miami. I don't think the ACC tournament winner will be any of those teams that I just named, between Duke, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, Miami. I'm leaning Virginia. We'll see what happens. So we're going to tip off a couple minutes from now. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it all for joining in. And yeah, I think out of the Pac-12, Oregon just seems to find their way. They might have another type of Cinderella type of Pac-12 tournament in store for them. Yeah, Florida, they're right now right in the bubble. They're probably going to get play-in game. I heard, because I was watching a couple videos with CBS Sports, and they were reporting that Mike White could potentially get fired at the end of the season. I guess it all depends on the rest of the season, how it goes. But it's the loss to Texas Southern that hurts them. That's the reason why they're right now in the play-in. Yeah, Texas Tech is tough, man. They got a really good defense. I think they could go far in the tournament. They're good at scoring inside, and they're just so good in interior D. Chew on the stream, welcome in. Just one high is enough, though. So we're going to tip off really soon between these two teams. Celtics coming in number 3 in the NBA and fewest points allowed, giving up under 104 this season. First in 2-point defense, third in rebounding, and right now first in free throw shooting. Memphis coming into this matchup second in scoring, averaging around 114 points per game. Second in 2-point shot attempts, John Morant driving right to the paint, and that's what this Memphis Grizzlies team is known for, getting to the rim, and they are great at the rim. Number 1 team in rebounds, offensive rebounds, that's what they're been big time keying in on. Steven Adams down low, been a big force this season because of that, and also in steals. Memphis leads the NBA in steals per game as well. Celtics happen to be the favorite in this matchup. Last time I checked, 2.5-point favorites, but without Jaylen Brown. I got Kentucky on Saturday. Usually the season finale, it's been Big Blue on top. Florida up by double digits with under 10 minutes left to go. Florida blows the double-digit lead. I remember that happened, I think, 2 years ago. 2020, 18-point lead by Florida. And yeah, they choked it in the second half. So we're going to tip off in just a couple moments, everybody. Glad to have you guys back in, being a part of the channel tonight. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. I think the big thing is going to have to compete on the glass against Oscar Tshiebwe, and that's a tough task to handle because Florida's not a great rebounding team. They do have size, though, down low with Colin Castleton. But he's going to have a really good game on the glass, crashing the boards on Tshiebwe. They need to make the rebound margin close if they want to have a chance. It's been a happy new year for both of these teams. Boston 20-8 record since the 1st of January. Memphis 20-6 record since January 1st. Both of these teams are red hot, meeting each other for the first time this season. Grizzlies winning the last 11 of 14 games. John Morant going off 46 points against the Bulls. On Monday, career high 52 points and a 118-105 win against San Antonio. Jason Tatum dropping down 33 against the Hawks on Tuesday. And Boston winning their last 12 of 14 games. Number 26, welcome in. Bradley in the stream, welcome in. Glad to have you guys in. Do I think Boston will finish as the 5 seed? Possibly, maybe up to the 4. Starting lineup tonight looks like this for Boston as they go in the home white jerseys. Green numbers, green letters. Marcus Smart. Aaron Nesmith will get the start tonight for Boston. Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Robert Williams. So no Jaylen Brown tonight. And interesting, they're going to go with Derek White off the bench and Aaron Nesmith, who played a good amount of minutes, specifically early in the first half against the Hawks on Tuesday, will get the start tonight. Steven Adams, Jaren Jackson Jr., Zaire Williams, Desmond Bane, John Morant starting 5 for the Memphis Grizzlies as they're in the dark blue uniforms. Light blue numbers, light blue letters for this matchup. Goody in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, the Hokies can make things interesting here, man. They've been getting much better lately, starting to get hot for your team there. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribers. We're almost getting ready to tip this one off in just a moment. Brian, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. Great matchup in store tonight. Glad to see both of these teams on national TV. Memphis hasn't had a lot of national TV games, but they've been just red hot all throughout the season, up to 3rd in the NBA. Eastern Conference Coach of the Month is Ime Udoka in the month of February with an 8-2 record. And this is going to be a good one. Ja against Tatum. No Jaylen Brown tonight for Boston. Celtics with the best interior defense going up against Memphis. Number 2 in 2-point shot attempts as this ball gets tipped off to the near side of the floor. And it goes out of bounds 2 seconds into it. Memphis will have the ball first. Williams inbounds it to Ja in the backcourt. John Morant, 52 points, career high against the Spurs on Monday. Has it at the top of the key, gives it out to the corner. Sharpshooter Bane takes the 3, hit the front rim, deflected. An offensive rebound, number 1 by Steven Adams. Here's a 3, missed by Ja, around the rim and out. Robert Williams comes down with a board for the Celtics. First possession now for Boston of the night. At the wing, Marcus Smart. Smart uses the Rob Williams pick. Moves it out to the wing to Horford. Takes the 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. Bane collects the rebound. Bane, burst of speed, lost the handle of the ball, rolling out of bounds. The Celtics did touch it out last, though, so it'll stay. Memphis basketball. 11:22 left to go in the first. Make sure to vote in the poll if you guys haven't already done so as well. Who do you got tonight, Celtics or Grizzlies? Missed shot underneath by Memphis, goes right back to Boston. Horford picked up the rebounds. Smart. Moves it over to Tatum. Tatum first touch of the game. Dribbles towards his right at the right wing perimeter. Moves it out cross court. Here's Smart. Wide open 3 launched. Off the front rim, no good. Tipped up. Offensive rebound controlled by Horford outside of Tatum. Tatum attacks straight down the lane with the right hand. Couldn't finish, but the putback is good by Rob Williams. And the Celtics get the first bucket of the night. We see Tatum early in this game being taken by Zaire Williams, number 8. Rookie from Stanford, who is defending Tatum on the last possession. 3 at the wing. That's good by Jaren Jackson Jr. of Memphis. 10.5 left to go. First quarter. Rob Williams hands it off to Smart. Smart dribbles, crossover, left baseline, gets his way underneath the hoop. No good. Tipped up offensive rebound. Horford pump fake as he draws the fall. Rolls around the rim. And it will go and count it and 1 by Al Horford. 4 points so far by the Celtics, all through second chances. Rob Williams with 2, Al Horford with 2, all underneath the rim. Yep, April 12th. So April 12th is going to be the play-in tournament that they have. The actual playoffs begin on April 16th. They begin, so that's a Saturday. Free throw is good by Horford. Celtics up by 2. 10 minutes left to go in the first 2 minutes through. Inside the key, Jackson floats it up over Rob Williams and scores. Going to be a great game here tonight. Smart at the wing, crossover, passes out to the top. Horford takes the 3 straight away, splash. Getting some quality minutes right from the start here for number 42. Ja, yet to score so far, moves it off to Bane. Bane attacks the paint, puts it up with the right hand, off the mark, no good. Horford collects the rebound, passes off to Tatum. Tatum attacks straight down the lane. Heavy contact from behind, no call. Flying right into the cameraman's Jaren Jackson Jr. as Horford collided trying to come up with the ball, and the Grizzlies come up with it. At the wing, wide open 3, Triple J. Missed off the back rim, offensive rebound picked up by Adams. They move it out to the corner. Williams, 3 on its way, no good, miss by Zaire. And Rob Williams collects the defensive rebound. 9 minutes left to go in the first. Smart has it at the wing, moves it cross court. Rob Williams wide open. Not a 3-point shooter. Dribbles up, takes the deep 2. He hits it. 15-footer by Rob Williams. You don't see that too often for Boston. Under 9 minutes left to go in the first. Memphis with the basketball. Here's a 3 by Ja. Too strong off the back rim. Adams tips it back off to Ja around the perimeter. Ja crossover. Floats up the mid-range shot. Missed off the back rim. Right back to the Celtics. It goes with Smart. Smart at the top. Crossover. Drives. Attacks down the lane on Bane. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Shovels. Tatum out to Horford. Passes down low. Rob Williams. Kick out corner. Pump fake Smart. Right baseline dribble. Kick out to the corner. Here's a 3. Nesmith. And shot it over the rim, no good. Nice ball movement, but just couldn't convert on that possession for the Celtics. Ja floats it up over the top. Active hands right there in the back door by Boston. That was Marcus Smart. Or Nesmith, who was there. 26. Aaron Nesmith was there off the back door. Nice deflection. Celtics came up with a steal. And then Tatum had it stripped from behind as the clock will stop. What a game so far. Both of these teams intense, specifically on the defensive side of things. Both teams are terrific on the glass. And this is not a good sign right now for Memphis. We see Steven Adams head to the locker room. And he is the top rebounder for this team. Top 5. I believe he's top 5 in the league right now for Adams. Specifically offensive rebounds. And that's what's made the Grizzlies great. Here's a 3 as it rains down for Boston. It's Marcus Smart. Bringing the energy. No Jaylen Brown. No problem right now for the Celtics. 8 minutes left to go in the first. Boston up 13-5 as we'll take a timeout on the floor. Not a good sign for Steven Adams heading to the locker room currently. 4 minutes into the game. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up. Spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys back in once again tonight. Who do I think is going to have more successful career? John Shire or Hubert Davis? Yeah, really tough to tell because Shire hasn't coached just yet. I'd probably lean more towards Shire or so. That's Big Phil's to show for, though, but it's kind of been an underwhelming season for UNC. They're right now like borderline tournament or not tournament, like either a 1 seed in the NIT or like an 11 or 12 seed in the bracket right now. They have a lot of talent in that squad. It's just that defensively it's been a major problem this year. Quick update on other scores throughout the NBA tonight. Chicago leading Atlanta 58-52. Nets up over the Heat 19-10. Pistons lead the Raptors 18-16. What's good? Away is welcome to stream. Taking the under tonight. Best of luck there. College hoop scores right now. Houston leading Temple 33-23. Ohio State looking to bounce back as they lead over Michigan State 43-33. Illinois up over Penn State Penn State leads Illinois at halftime 30-29. That's a shock. That's a home game for Illinois. And this is a problem right now. SMU is losing against Cincinnati 34-28. That's not good for SMU because they're bubble right now. Iona is also trailing against Manhattan 40-31. I'm just gonna check to see if that game has implications. That would not be good. I'm not sure when the conference starts for the MAAC, but I'm gonna dig into that and see if I can get that info here. Yeah, that's not good if it's like conference quarterfinal game or so. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Glad to have you guys join in. Feel free to vote in the poll as well. I cover basketball action here, play-by-play of NBA games, also college basketball as well. Yes, I think second season will be better for Hubert Davis at UNC. Should be much better because he'll have a year underneath his belt. Yeah, I don't think that's a conference game for Iona for a conference tournament game. Yeah, they haven't started yet. So conference tournament in Iona's conference starts on March 8th. So they basically got the conference wrapped up. We're going to head back to action, 13-5, 7:44 left to go in the first. Memphis will get the inbound. Steven Adams right before the last timeout. Walk to the locker room. 4 minutes into the game, that's a big, big loss. As Memphis, that's what they strive upon is offensive rebounds. Now they pulled a three and they drill it. Zaire Williams, first points for him tonight. Vincenzo, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Ron, welcome in. Glad to have you guys back in. Tatum has it off of a double team. Moves it out to the top. Horford. Pump fake extra pass made to Nesmith. Kick out corner. Tatum takes the three with 5 in the shot clock. Splash. Jason Tatum coming off a 33-point game on Tuesday night. Gets on the scoreboard right there with a triple. And the Celtics double the Grizzlies early in the first, 16-8. Getting to the rim. Missed it, no good by Bane. Celtics collect the defensive rebound. Top scorer so far for Boston is Al Horford. He's got 6. Tatum at the right wing, and this is not good. Aaron Nesmith is down. Not a good sign right now for the Celtics. Oh, ouch. That is not a good replay. That looks like a substantial right foot injury to Aaron Nesmith. As we're going to take a timeout on the floor. 6:53 left to go in the first. Prayers to that young man. That was just a gruesome highlight. Gruesome video clip right there. Yikes. So Celtics already down Jaylen Brown. And Aaron Nesmith got the start tonight. And what I just witnessed there, that was not good. Looks like a right foot injury, and Nesmith was in some serious pain going down underneath the rim. He was trying to go up for the block, and he just went down right into the landing area of his opponent from Memphis, who had the offensive possession. And that was not good. We take the timeout right now. 6 points by Al Horford. 4 by Rob Williams off of 3 rebounds. Great start. He's got 2 blocks as well for the Time Lord. 3 points each by Tatum and Marcus Smart. Probably going to see a lot of Derek White today. So get ready for that. I was shocked, honestly, that Derek White didn't get the start tonight. Jaren Jackson Jr., 5 points, and then Zaire Williams with 3 points. Ja Morant's got shut down so far, 0 for 4 from the floor by Ja. Desmond Bane is 0 for 3 shooting tonight. What's good, Matt? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, Nesmith just went down. Did I hear rumors Rick Pitino possibly getting the Maryland job? I actually didn't hear that. Yeah, it would make sense though. Northeast, if he wants to take a bigger school. I I feel like he enjoys it though at Iona, being like out of the spotlight. Smaller type of college, trying to build like the Gonzaga of the East over there at Iona. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of coaching changes. I was watching a video earlier today, and there was talk about being a lot of coaching changes, specifically the SEC for college hoops. Georgia, it's basically once they wrap up their season, I think Tom Crean is going to get fired. Mike White, there's been talk of him, all depending on how they do in the SEC tournament, and then March Madness if they even make it in for Florida. But it's just tough shoes to fill when you come in and try to replace Billy Donovan, and Florida gets multiple double-digit losses each season. They hover around like a 10-11 seed. They get like 10-11 losses, 12 losses going into the tournament. Seems like every season. And then there's another one from the SEC. Oh, yeah, Ben Howland from Mississippi State. Yeah, they have so much talent in that team, a bunch of transfers. They just couldn't put it together once again this season. We're back to action. Celtics will take a 3, Marcus Smart off the front rim, and Kyle Anderson collects the defensive rebound. 6:30 left to go. Seagull, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining back in. Glad to have you back in on the channel, man. Here's Ja, pulls up for the straightaway 3, missed off the front rim, and Ja Morant has yet to score so far tonight, 0 for 5 from the floor. Bounce pass to the corner, first time into the game for Derek White. Rob Williams, top of the free throw circle, hands it off to Tatum. Tatum towards his right off of a double team, defended by Anderson and Bain. Stripped from behind, Desmond Bain picks up the steal. 2-on-1 in the fast break. Bain lobs it off to Morant. He dribbles back outside to the corner. Ja at the wing, defended by Horford 1-on-1. Ja attacks the paint on Al, puts it up, and he'll draw the foul. With a left hand attacking straight down the lane, Ja Morant will head to the free throw line. What's good, Dakota? Welcome to stream, man. Hope all is going well. Oh, this is terrible. Aaron Nesmith has now gone to the locker room, and he has been taken to the locker room via wheelchair. Yeah, when they showed that replay, Jaylen Brown not available tonight. Aaron Nesmith looks like a pretty severe right foot injury. It looked bad. Morant at the line. First one was good, 16-9. What's good, Chicago Bulls 123? Welcome back in. I'm going to go Kentucky right now. Second shot, Morant hits it. So John Morant finally on the board. Jason Tatum on the bench for the Celtics. Celtics 5 in the court currently. Smart, Horford, Rob Williams, Derek White, and Grant Williams. Grant Williams coming off a great game. 18 points on Tuesday night against Atlanta. Here's a 3 taken by Horford. Missed off the back rim. Horford, the top scorer with 6. And Memphis comes out with the defensive rebounds. DeAnthony Melton swings it out to the wing to Zaire Williams, rookie from Stanford. Gets some space. Takes the 3 over Horford. Missed off the back rim. And Grant Williams collects the defensive rebound in the corner. Gives it off to Smart. Smart bursts the speed to the right block. Lost the handle. And Kyle Anderson picks up the steal. Outlet pass. Nobody behind. And it leaves the wide open trail and dunk by Zaire Williams. 16-12 to score. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go in the first. They'll try it again. Horford passes outside to Smart. Turns the corner. And that is 3 straight turnovers in a row by the Celtics. Outlet pass again. And a wide open lane. DeAnthony Melton will score. 16-8 game is open to be a 6-zip run at 16-14 now. Boston careless with the basketball. Smart, dribble, drive, kick out to the corner. Grant Williams, open 3. He makes it. Grant Williams a triple. And he has really showed what he has got here lately. 4:30 left to go in the first. Bounce pass free throw circle inside, powering his way. Triple J to the bucket. Scores with a right hand pass Horford. Boston has the ball top of the key. Al Horford coughs it up. Wide open steal. Kyle Anderson with an easy 2 points right there at the rim for Memphis. This is outrageous. Absolutely outrageous with these Celtics turnovers. That is now 8 points out of the 18 by Memphis off of Boston turnovers. Grant Williams dribbles up, low block into the paint, shovels it out to Rob Williams inside off a double team, puts up a jump shot and missed off the front rim. That's not the look right there by Rob Williams. Memphis comes up with the ball. Morant attacking into the paint. Stop and pop jumper, no good. Hands up looking for the call, couldn't get it. Rob Williams comes down with a defensive rebound. Boston has it once again. White at the top, yet to score. Dribbles up, 15-footer straight away. Missed off the back rim. Battle for the rebound, pulled down by De'Anthony Melton of the Grizzlies. 3.5 left to go. Melton shovels it out to Anderson, moves it out to the wing. Kick out to the corner. Morant stays in bounds, defended 1-on-1 by Derek White. Big matchup of the night right there. John Morant with just 2 points. Pull-up jumper, deep three. Missed off the back rim by Bane. Goes right back to the Celtics with Horford with a defensive rebound. Approaching the 3-minute mark left to go in the first. Horford has 6 points so far. Passes over to Smart, gives it out to the wing. White turns the corner, moves it outside. Pump fake, Smart, dribbles, attacks, floats up the runner. Heavy contact, no call as he goes down. Horford with offensive rebound, and then he had it ripped away as we do have a foul call picked up. It's going to be on Memphis. Clock will stop with 2:55 left to go in the first. A great game so far here. Celtics by 1. I believe Jaylen Brown's going to be out for around 1 to 2 weeks, depending. That's what I heard. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks so much for joining tonight. Celtics get the inbound. Under 3 minutes remaining, 8 on the shot clock. Tatum back into the game. Has it at the right block. As we're going to have a reach and fall called. It's going to be on Kyle Anderson. The clock will stop with 2:47. That's going to send Tatum to the free throw line to shoot 1. And he hits the first one. Celtics get the inbound. 2-point game. Tatum floats up the runner into the key, and he scores off the inbound for 2 more for Boston. Jason Tatum tonight, he is up to 6 points right now, tied with Horford as the top scorer. 2.5 left to go in the first. Memphis has the ball. Brandon Clark passes out to the top. Pass deflected by Rob Williams. Stolen away. Nice push pass by Rob. It got stolen right back, though, in the midcourt area by John Conchar of Memphis. And then Boston will get called on the reach and foul. Billy, welcome to the stream, man. I got Kentucky. Jay Ramirez, welcome in. Yeah, Celtics are on national TV now quite a bit, which is great. Glad to see that the Grizzlies getting some national TV time on here, because they haven't had many games on national TV, and then the big networks started to realize that this team, whoa, they're in third place. John Morant's putting up incredible numbers here, coming off a career-high 52, and finally, they get the respect they deserve. 2:15 left to go in the first. Inbound to Memphis, leads to a wide-open 3. It's missed by Melton. The Grizzlies are not a strong perimeter shooting team, and it's showing so far as they've had the looks just haven't been able to connect from the outside tonight from Memphis. 2 for 11 from three-point range. That is way too many threes, and that is a terrible pass by Tatum as he moves it from the right baseline to the left corner and airmails it into the third row of the seats as he overshoots Grant Williams by a mile. What was that right there by Jason Tatum? That wasn't even close. 2 minutes left to go. That's the 6th turnover in the first quarter by the Celtics. And most of these turnovers have been under the 5-minute mark remaining in the first. Corner 3, Anderson with a slow delivery. No good, but the tip-in is good by Brandon Clark off the backside. 2-point game. Minute 30 left to play in the first. Celtics have it with Peyton Pritchard. Pass it off to White. 5 in the court. Pritchard, White, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum, Rob Williams. White attacks the paint, stripped to the ball, and we're going to have another foul. It's on Memphis. Memphis reaches in once again. The clock will stop. Minute 25 remaining in the first. And this will send... Okay, they're going to say it's on a shooting motion. It's a reach-in, so that's enough to put him in the bonus. So now Boston's into the bonus. First shot. It's good by White. Already some key injuries to take note of in this game. Steven Adams left the game 4 minutes through. Jaylen Brown on Tuesday left the game 4 minutes through. And Aaron Nesmith had to get wheelchaired to the locker room with a significant right foot injury. Looked terrible. It looks like he'll miss multiple weeks. Looking at that video, it does not look good for Aaron Nesmith, but he went down 6 minutes into the game, never returned, and it looks like a pretty bad injury. Anderson, too strong off the glass, tipped out of bounds, and his last touch by Boston. It's going to stay Memphis ball with 1:06 left to go. Yeah, this is totally looking like the under tonight, unless it goes into overtime. Grizzlies will get the inbounds. Lob over the top, miscommunication on the pass, but Celtics get called for a reach in. And the Grizzlies catch a break there. Because Boston would have had a steal and probably would have had numbers on a fast break. So instead of that being 2 points off of a steal, next time around Memphis will be in the bonus. Inbounds for Tyus Jones. Takes the jumper top of the free throw circle, missed off the front rim, and Rob Williams picks up the defensive rebound. Boston with the ball, 50 seconds left to go. Tatum pulls up straightaway three, and he missed it off the back rim. Jones, defensive rebound, out to Melton. Melton cross-court feed. Here's Tyus Jones launching, and again missed off the front rim. Conchar got the rebound, as we're going to have a loose ball foul picked up. And I believe it's on Boston here, and if so, that will send Memphis to the bonus. And it will. So Grant Williams called for the loose ball foul. 2 shots coming up by Brandon Clark. In the first one, he misses there. Memphis has so many opportunities in this game. They're 2 for 13 from three-point range. They've had multiple looks at wide-open threes, just haven't been able to convert. John Morant tonight, 0 for 6 shooting. Desmond Bane, their sharpshooter, 0 for 3. And the second free throw missed as well off the front right by Clark. Here's White, straight to the bucket, scoring. 2 inside the paint by Derek White. So finally, Derek White able to get his second bucket of the night there. 25 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Jones at the left corner perimeter for Memphis. Bounce pass to the wing to DeAnthony Melton. Defended by Pritchard. Gives it outside into the hands of Jones. Pulls up, takes a perimeter jumper. Missed again off the mark, and Jason Tatum picks up the defensive rebound. Celtics will control clock. 26-20, 10 seconds remaining before halftime. Tatum takes it past the midcourt logo. Tatum off of a double team, passes over to White, kicks it out to the wing. 3 seconds left to go, takes the three by Pritchard. He had a wide open look, couldn't convert. And we close out at a low scoring first quarter here. 26-20 at the end of one, as Memphis went for a full court right-handed shot by Desmond Bane the whole length of the court. It went off the backboard, and it hit a Celtics bench player right beneath the backboard as we close out the end of one. Ouch. A doink right in the head. I think that was Jaylen Brown, too. It was someone in street clothes. I believe it was Jaylen Brown who got a doink to his head coming out on the court right afterwards, as Bane tossed up a right-handed full-court shot. After the shot clock went off, too. Just chucked it up. Went off the glass. What's good, Raymond? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys back in once again tonight. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA, also college basketball. This upcoming week, I'm going to cover much more college basketball because it's Champ Week. We got a lot of good conference championships coming up, so stay tuned. I'll probably post a schedule within the next few days about it, but I've got a little bit of a break from covering my in-person lacrosse stuff because I covered a game yesterday. I got one more game on Saturday, and then I don't have a game until the 19th of March. So I'm off for like two weeks for the in-person broadcasting stuff, which opens up to some more streaming things, which which it does at a good time because March Madness is coming up and also championship week for college basketball. So it'll be a lot of different types of streams with different types of teams I plan on covering for like conference championships. But yeah, I hope to cover the Missouri Valley Conference tournament final on Sunday. That should be a good one. Potentially even the Big South Tournament Championship right before that as well. I might cover. So it's probably going to be a lot more conference tournament championship games this week because I remember last couple of years I've been covering the WCC. They have their conference tournament championship earlier. So I'll probably have Gonzaga twice next week. Probably do the NEC with Bryant if Bryant advances. I have a couple toss-ups. Might reach out to the community tab with you guys because there's some of the conferences I want to stream, but I'm not sure like which one because they're competing against each other throughout the week. So I might reach out for like a poll and see who wants what. But yeah, if Bryant advances to the NEC tournament title, then I plan on covering the NEC championship. But if not, it might open up the door for the Horizon. I think he goes by G12, which is his nickname for now. So we're back to action here. Start of the second quarter. If you guys are new, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and hit me up in the chat who you got in this one tonight, Boston or Memphis. Missed shot by the Celtics. They get it back. Pritchard pulls up, takes a deep three, and Peyton Pritchard, baby, sends it right down the pipe for the triple. So Peyton Pritchard hits his first three of the night. Bane, Conchar, Tyus Jones, Brandon Clark, Steven Adams back in the floor as he left 4 minutes into the game for Memphis. We'll see if this does change the Grizzlies. Adams top 5 in the NBA this season in rebounding. Floats up the runner as Jones missed it off the mark, deflected to the perimeter, and an offensive rebound pulled down by Bane. Swings it out to the corner. Jones fires away again, and he is stone cold. Battle for the rebound. Horford scoops it up. This game has been a gritty defensive type of game. Battle for loose balls, 50-50 competition balls as Derek White gets knocked down, and it's a no call. Refs are saying play on a lot of times. Bane has it now at the corner. Moves it over to Jones. Tyus Jones will slow it down. 12 on the shot clock. Moves it out top of the free throw circle. Jumper, mid-range. Brandon Clark as he scores. Count it and the foul. 29-22. Tyus Jones tonight is 0 for 5 shooting. Celtics lockdown as far as the guards from Memphis tonight. John Morant 0 for 6, 2 points. Both of the points at the free throw line. Desmond Bane 0 for 3, no points. And then Tyus Jones 0 for 5. 0 for 3 from three-point range with no points by Tyus Jones. So a combined 0 for 14 between Morant, Bane, and Jones tonight on the floor. Free throw is good by Clark. 6-point game, Celtics have the ball. Horford at the elbow. Gives it outside to Pritchard. Pritchard off of a double team. Swings it out to Horford, top of the key. Passes off to White. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. And before the 3-point shot, Memphis called on a personal foul away from the basketball. So Boston will get the inbound. 10:30. Or no, they're going to say it's a foul by Memphis, sending Tatum to shoot one at the line, and Tatum missed it. And now Boston will get the inbounds. Tatum, Pritchard, Horford, White, and Daniel Tice checks into the game for the first time tonight. Tatum inbounds it off to Pritchard, edge of the logo, 10 on the shot clock. Passes off to Horford, dribbles up to the low block. Horford right hand, too strong off the glass. Steven Adams with a defensive rebound. 10:15 remaining in the second. Grizzlies have it at the top. Skip pass to the corner. Bane off to Jones. Jones cold tonight, 0 for 6. Bane 0 for 3. Outside to Jones again. Pass it off to Bane. 8 on the shot clock. Bane fade away. That is well short. Tice comes up with a defensive board. Didn't even hit the rim right there by Desmond Bane. 10 minutes left to go in the second. Pritchard passes outside to Horford. Working on Adams 1-on-1 at the right corner. Horford gives it over to Pritchard. 9:45 left to go in the second. Pritchard, skip pass to the wing. Tice will try a three. Missed off the front rim. Tip to Horford. Offensive rebound. Back outside to Tatum. Shoots from the outside. Couldn't get it. Tice, another offensive rebound. Pritchard off to Tatum. Down inside the lane. Floats up the runner. And Tatum gets fouled. Wow. 2 offensive rebounds that possession to keep it alive. And now a chance to score here at the free throw line. Shooting 2 with Tatum. 9:34 left to go in the second. Great game so far. What's good, Jessica? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back in. Hope all is going well. First shot by Tatum, as that one's good. And Memphis will burn the timeout right before the second free throw. 30-23 the score. The number 1 defense in the NBA at defending the interior. That is the Boston Celtics showing up in a big way tonight in this game right now, holding Ja Morant to 0 field goals made, just 2 points from the floor in 10 minutes. And then Desmond Bane, 0 for 4 shooting tonight. No points by Bane. Tyus Jones, 0 for 5. No points scored by Jones. Rough game so far for Memphis. Shooting the 3 ball, just 2 for 16 from the outside. And Boston's stellar interior defense has allowed Memphis to get into a different type of game plan, which Memphis is usually going straight to the rim. But with this type of interior D, it's taking them right out of it right now. Memphis has attempted 17 twos, 16 threes. Memphis is 7 for 17 from 2-point range and 2 for 16 from 3. That is only 27% shooting, 9 for 33 from the floor. They are lucky the Celtics aren't hot right now. The Celtics are 36% shooting, 10 for 28. Boston plus 6 on the glass, 23-17. We'll see how it keys in the rest of this game with Steven Adams. Steven Adams, he went down 4 minutes into the game. Went to the locker room. He is back on the court right now for Steven Adams. But Steven Adams, a big key for the Memphis Grizzlies as far as at the glass, tipping the ball outside for second chance opportunities to set up his teammates on the perimeter. And he was out for the start of this game, which helped the Celtics creep up to, at one point, an 8-point lead. Yeah, great start here tonight, Siegel. Uncle Pizzle, what's good? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, things have been going pretty good for me. Fat Cat, welcome in. Yeah, the Celtics have completely turned it around. They're 20-8 since the start of the new year. And Boston has won their last 12 of 14. Both of these teams are red hot. Memphis has won the last 11 of 14. Celtics 12 out of 14. And without Jaylen Brown tonight, Jaylen Brown not playing, injured in the last game against the Hawks. Aaron Nesmith went down, looked like a pretty bad injury. Sending my prayers, thoughts out to Aaron Nesmith as he had to get wheelchaired to the locker room. Looked like a terrible right foot injury for Nesmith as he went down 6 minutes into the game. But any case is the way. Celtics playing with that intensity and passion, specifically on the defensive side of the floor. Largest lead by 9. Memphis leading points in the paint 14-8. That's their best type of game, is dominating inside the paint. And also forcing turnovers. Celtics got careless with the ball. Late stage of the first, they had 6 turnovers. Quick update right now on the NBA box score right here for the scoreboards tonight. Hawks lead the Bulls 76-74. The Nets with Kevin Durant tonight leading the Miami Heat 44-32. That game is at Brooklyn. And then the Pistons up over the Raptors, 43-38. Pistons starting to get better. College basketball scoreboard updates right now is right before we get back into action here. Houston leading Temple 49-36. Kansas up over TCU tonight, playing back-to-back against TCU, 22-14 tonight. Kansas is home. Illinois only up by 2 against Penn State, 36-34. And Ohio State coming off a rough loss against Nebraska, missing a couple players, but beating Michigan State 53-40. We head back into this game, backing their way down inside, and the Grizzlies able to score a bucket down in the low post. 9 minutes left to go in the second. Horford receives the bounce pass to the right elbow. Tried to move it off to Tatum, looking for a cutter. And Horford missed the mark on the passes. That's turnover number 7 by Boston. Tyus Jones, Steven Adams, John Conchar, Desmond Bane, and Brandon Clark, the 5 in the court currently for Memphis. Top of the key, Jones pushes it outside to Conchar. Pump fake, jumper, takes it for a deep 2, missed off the mark. Adams tips it out for another offensive rebound. It's by Bane. Bane missed the floater, altered by Al Horford, and the Celtics come away with a board with Tice. White attacks, lost the handle, straight into the cameraman. We have a foul, though. It's on Memphis. Right into the front row right there of the AP press goes Derek White. What's good, Michael on the stream? Welcome in. Ouch, that one's gonna hurt right there. Taking it for the cameraman. 8.5 left to go in the second. Celtics will get the inbound. Tatum passes off to Horford, now outside to Tice. Tice lob inside. Tatum has position and he dunks it through for 2. Actually, they were up before 31-25, so it's 33-25 right now. 8:10 left to go in the second. Ball poked to the backcourt. Memphis able to pick it up with Conchar. Conchar on White, shovels it out to the elbow, turns the corner. Jumper, mid-range. Clark off the back rim. 2 bounces, no good. Tatum with a defensive rebound. Under 8 minutes left to go. Jason Tatum, top scorer so far with 10, the only player in double figures. As the ball rolls into the backcourt. And the clock will stop again with under 8 minutes left to play. Hasn't been the cleanest game tonight by the Celtics, but this has been a physical matchup between both of these teams. And got to see what I've seen so far in this one. Jason Tatum is going to check out of the game. Hopefully everything's okay with him as he's going to go towards the bike right now. And he's going to go on the bike for a moment. 7:40 left to go in the second. Memphis backing their way. Bodies colliding. And it's an offensive foul by Jaren Jackson Jr. running over Marcus Smart. Lowers the shoulder right into him as Smart takes the charge. What's good, John? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it. To be back at the channel, man. Boston gets it back. 7.5 left to go. This is a really good matchup. Glad they put this game on national TV. And Memphis getting the respect right now that they deserve to get games put on the national networks. Missed 3 by White as he was open at the top of the key. Goes right back to Memphis, down by 8. Grizzlies pass over to Ja. Ja only 2 points so far, yet to make a field goal as Morant moves it out to the corner. Jaren Jackson moves it out to the wing. Bane will take a 3, missed off the mark, deflected to the top. Wide open 3 by Jones, and he rains it through. So Tyus Jones tonight finally makes a triple on offensive rebounds, the thing to key in on in this matchup, because that's what Steven Adams is able to start to do for Memphis all this season. Tipped it out to the outside to keep the possession alive. Here's a 3. Grant Williams, second triple tonight for Boston. Number 12 coming up clutch lately for the C's. Under 7 left to play in the second. Boston by 8. Memphis with the ball. Morant shovels it cross court off to Jones. Jones dribbles, attacks, swings it outside to Bane. Bane working on White 1-on-1. Bane fires away from 3, and you got to keep an eye on him as a sharpshooter knocks it down. Foot was on the line, the referees say. They'll call it a deep 2. Boston by 6. Smart dribbles, attacks, has Tice right next to him, shovels it right underneath the hoop to Tice, who throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Nice job right there by Smart for the dribble drive penetration, shovel underneath the hoop off of a 2-on-1 opportunity. Morant, 6 minutes left to go, defended by Tice. Ja's only got 2 points tonight, coming off a career-high 52 against San Antonio on Monday. Scoop and score. Ja Morant to the hole, gets his first field goal with under 6 minutes left to go in the second. That's how good the Boston interior defense is, speaking in volumes. Allowing Ja Morant to no field goals made until midway through the second quarter. Missed jumper mid-range by the Celtics. Goes right back to Memphis. Morant will try a three, and that's too strong. Missed off the back rim. Goes right back to the Celtics. This time with Horford. White will slow it down. Appreciate it, Siegel. Raymond, you guys are awesome here. White drives down the lane and moved it out to nobody. That's a turnover. We've seen an uncharacteristic amount of turnovers by Boston tonight. If Memphis wins this game, that's the reason why. Celtics struggling with turnovers. Memphis top of the NBA steals per game. And Boston has turned it over 8 times. This led to Memphis with 5 steals. 5:16 left to go. Memphis will have the ball. If the Celtics win this game tonight, it's because of shooting percentage. A big difference. Memphis held at 26% from the floor. Boston at 38%. Not shooting their best, but the interior defense has been something special for the Celtics. That's why they're top in the NBA right now. Inside the key that time, able to surpass it for a turnaround, as that is Ja Morant for the basket. 4-point game. Boston has the ball. Smart has an opening. Step back three in the air. Couldn't hit it, though. Ripped away off the glass by Melton. Melton, full court pass ahead. Missed the layup. No good by Zaire Williams. Rookie mistake right there by Williams from Stanford. Pass deflected. Smart picks it up. Oh, man. Shovels it behind his back. Sets up Grant Williams with a three. That's his third triple of the night. Just to keep that possession alive. That was something special right there by Marcus Smart. 4:15 left to go in the second. Smart had the ball deflected, passed it behind his back to set up Grant Williams in the corner wide open. Talk about luck right there by the Celtics. Triple J passes out on top to Morant, dribbles up inside the paint. Ja floats up the runner, gets altered by Grant Williams, and the Celtics come up with a rebound. Boston by 7, they have the basketball, and there are 4 minutes left to go. White, bounce pass. Almost missed the mark again. Horford able to pick it up in the corner, though. Horford working on Adams. Backs his way. Spin move. Baseline. Jumper. Oh, Big Al. What a night he has had tonight. Celtics tied for the largest lead. Up by 9 as Al Horford hits the jumper. Spin move. Swifty at the left baseline. Timeout taken on the floor by Memphis. 3:44 left to play in the second quarter. What a game. Quality minutes out of Al Horford and Grant Williams. Least expected. 2 players that's been struggling. Grant Williams, 9 points, making 3 threes. Perfect from the floor for 3 for 3. And then Al Horford with 8 points, 8 rebounds. Number 3 scorer behind Tatum and Grant Williams. He's the top rebounder with 8 rebounds. Rob Williams got 7. Hey, thanks so much, John. Really appreciate it, man. Oh, that's awesome. You watched the hot dog eating contest. That was a great stream. If you guys are new in the channel here, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. What a game so far. 43-34 to score. Glad that this game was put on national TV tonight. Memphis at 3rd in the NBA. And, I mean, constantly it's been Lakers, Nets. A lot of times on national TV this season. Knicks have had a bunch of national TV games for them. And Memphis starting to get more games flexed in their way coming up. Wow, that's going to be massive. I just saw on the schedule, Memphis has got a game against Brooklyn on March 23rd. That's a massive game. And Celtics had games flexed out around 2 months ago. Celtics getting games flexed back in because of how they've been playing lately. Thank goodness for the turnaround. Hawks lead the Bulls right now 86-81. Trae Young double-double, healthy to play tonight. 23 points, 10 assists by Trae Young. Kevin Durant back for the Nets. Nets lead the Heat 57-46. I was honestly shocked that that game didn't get aired tonight in place of Memphis-Boston. I don't know if it was on national TV before, but I bet you that the Heat against the Nets were supposed to be on national TV, and the Nets, with them keeping on dropping games, it forced that game to get flexed out and for this game to get put in. Pistons lead the Raptors 53-52. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Glad to have you guys back at the channel tonight. I cover basketball action, both NBA, also college basketball. It's gonna be a lot more college basketball coming up since championship week's coming up. If anybody's interested in filling out a bracket as well for the March Madness Challenge, feel free to do so. That link is pinned to the chat. You can join the bracket group if you like with that link. Feel free to join the bracket group. We're going to do ESPN once again for the tournament challenge this year. Brackets will come out on Selection Sunday, which is March 13th. And then college basketball scores: Houston running away from Temple 57-36. Kansas leading TCU 27-22. I can't believe Kansas was a 12-point favorite tonight. They lost against TCU a couple days ago. Illinois only up by 2 against Penn State 36-34. And Ohio State winning against Michigan State 66-56. Back to action. Ja Morant inside the paint, puts up the shot. Tough defense there. Brick wall by Al Horford and Rob Williams as it goes off the glass. No good. Celtics come up with the ball. Smart into the key. Push down at the baseline, and Memphis called in the foul. Tough night tonight by Ja Morant, coming off a career-high 52, and just go from San Antonio to the Celtics, just a brick wall defensively. Morant is 2 for 11 shooting. Yeah, totally agree, Raymond. Nobody's talking about the Celtics right now, but if they put on this performance tonight against Memphis, who has been red hot, no Jaylen Brown, you got to give the Celtics all the credit in the world. Morant taking it coast to coast off the rebound and scoring as he is able to lay it up with the right hand. Boston has possession. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Smart down the lane, right-handed finish. Scoop and score and through. 45-36, 2:55 left to go. Jaren Jackson got knocked down as he's in a little bit of pain right now, holding his right arm. But, yeah, a lot of the national analysts, like, when they're talking about, like, top threats to, like, win the championship or be, like, top threats as a contender, the Celtics have had zero discussion lately. They like, the national analysts are not discussing the Celtics whatsoever. And they are the hottest team in all of the NBA right now. Kind of reminds me of college, where a lot of people are forgetting about Arkansas. And Arkansas is going to be so dangerous in the tournament. That's good. Backdoor layup by Kyle Anderson. 2:30 left to go before halftime. Boston by 7. They have the ball. Smart at the top of the key, passes out to Rob Williams. Over to Smart. Wide open three. Launches. Missed off the rim. Battle for the rebound. Pulled down by Melton. Melton, pass ahead. Tatum, nice job right there on the defensive side to deflect it out. And that should have been 2 points on the board if Tatum wasn't back there tracking that ball down, as he was tracking it down along with Jaren Jackson. Celtics are playing hard lately, and it all has started with Jason Tatum. Tatum has flipped the switch, especially in the defensive side of the ball, just hustling. We saw this team give up 2 months ago, constantly not putting in the effort, giving up, and they're giving it their heart out, completely flipping the switch. Morant takes a three, no good. Follow, missed by Clark, but he got fouled from behind by Grant Williams. What's good, D Wade in the stream? Welcome back in here. Glad to have you back in, man. Stat of the night so far tonight: the Boston Celtics defense holding Ja Morant to shoot the ball 2 for 12 from the floor, scoring just 6 points and 0 for 5 from 3-point range. And Memphis has had the looks as well. They're just 3 for 20 from the outside. That is good to the bucket by Jaren Jackson. 45-40, minute 50 left to go before halftime. Smart has it. And lost control of the ball. Turnover, 2-on-1. Morant passes off to Anderson. Lob over the top, and this might have just changed the game. Ja Morant punches it through with a right hand off the alley-oop. Right-handed flush. A turnover leads to 2 easy points by Memphis. Smart swings it out on top. Dangerous pass. Tatum will jack up a 3. Halfway down, around the rim and out, no good. Back to Memphis. Attacking the paint. Morant going to the lane. Missed the layup, no good. Off the glass. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Clark, and it will go back to the Celtics. Minute 21 left to go before halftime. What's good, my man John from Off the Wall Hockey? Glad to have you back in the stream here, brother. If you guys enjoy NHL, feel free to be a part of his channel. Does incredible live streams right there. Check him out. My man Off the Wall Hockey. He's going to be on for some of the NCAA tournament games, I believe, for first round coming up on the opening Thursday, possibly for first round. We're going to do some nice collabs for the NCAA tournament coming up in 2 weeks. Corner 3 by Melton, right down the pipe. He hits it, and this game's tied up at 45. Great place to burn a timeout by Ime Udoka. And that's exactly what happens right here for the Celtics, as they have seen their 9-point lead now shrink to 0. 56 seconds left to go. Yep, I'm a Celtics fan if you guys didn't know. Man, this team is just, last month and a half, they've completely flipped the switch. You can see, just effort-wise, like these guys are actually enjoying playing basketball right now. Something that they just didn't give any effort towards a month and a half ago, choking game after game after game, blowing large leads. And just resilient on the court right now. Minus Jaylen Brown tonight, still finding a way. Aaron Nesmith went down 6 minutes into the game, looked like a pretty bad injury, finding a way. And this type of game against the number 3 team in the NBA, Jason Tatum, 10 points. They haven't had anybody go off. This has been a slugfest defensively so far. Celtics 40% from the floor, just 35% shooting by Memphis. But the big key why the Celtics have been leading majority of this game, Ja Morant coming off a 52-point showing. Career high against San Antonio on Monday. Tonight's been held at just 8, 3 for 14 in the first half. Rob Williams altering everything down low. He's a major factor. Him in the second portion of this season has been massive. Oh yeah, man, it's going to be incredible. Dude, the tournament's wide open. And I've been saying it for the past couple streams. All depends on who, because I'm a Providence fan for college basketball. But if I see Providence is probably going to be a 4 seed, possibly a 3 seed. But if they get matched up with Kansas, I think Providence, whether Kansas is a 1 or a 2, and Providence is either a 3 or a 4, I honestly think Providence can pull off the upset against Kansas when they meet up in the tournament. If that does happen, Celtics to the hole as we got 30 seconds left to go before half. Memphis with the ball. 12-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Morant top of the key. Moves it out to the wing. Melton. Step back in the air. Missed off the back rim. White collects the defensive rebound. Celtics going to hold it. 10 seconds left to go before halftime as Tatum will take it past the midcourt logo. Tatum, defended by Morant. 5 seconds left to go. Passes inside. Bobbled. Hot tamale by Derek White. You got to have the handles. Couldn't. And it's a 3-point shot that missed off the back rim by Kyle Anderson. And we close out going to halftime. Celtics up by 2. Great game between these two teams. 47-45 as Boston leads at halftime. So glad able to cover a Memphis Grizzlies game here. This is awesome covering a Memphis Grizzlies game with you guys because they hadn't been on national TV that much. And I don't know what the media was seeing and stuff like that, but maybe they woke up today and was like, oh, geez, this team's in 3rd place right now in the NBA. Yeah, this team legit 3rd place in the NBA, led by Ja Morant all season long, and now they finally start to get games going their way, flexed into their schedule for national TV, which is awesome. Yeah, dude, there's going to be so many upsets this season, I feel like. Ohio State on Tuesday, they lost against Nebraska. it was a home game too for Ohio State. Ohio State's projected to be a 6 seed right now. There's going to be a ton of upsets, I feel like. And I'm looking at the rankings. There's so many teams that's not getting respect at all right now. A bunch of teams just not getting respect. There's like no talk about this North Texas team. This North Texas team has only 3 votes in the AP poll. Alabama's 19 and 11. They got ranked at 25. Like, Alabama's going to be... They're the hardest team to judge out of any team in the tournament. They got wins over Gonzaga and Duke. They got losses against Davidson, Texas A&M yesterday. They lost against Georgia, lost against Missouri. They lost against Iona. They're live by the 3, die by the 3 type of team. So you honestly don't even know what you can get with them. They're either, like, they can honestly get to the championship, or they could get knocked out in the first round and lose by 25. If you guys are doing the stream right now, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Great first half between these two teams. Steven Adams has been a factor for Memphis. Steven Adams got injured 4 minutes into the game. He came back, though, and Memphis, a great offensive rebounding team, and it is showing it right now, because Memphis at one point was -7 on the glass. Now they're just -4. 30-26 rebound in favor of the Celtics. Points in the paint, that's what the Grizzlies are known for. Most points in the paint in the league. They outgained the Celtics 28-16 in the first half. Celtics are winning because the Grizzlies have had looks. Their shots just haven't been able to fall. 4 for 21 from 3. That's only 19% by Memphis. And the Celtics haven't shot the ball well either, just 7 for 21 from 3. Is Memphis going to get into the tournament? Good question. I'm going to say play-in game. I think it's going to be Michigan against Memphis in the play-in game. And one of the play-in games, Florida will get the other play-in game. Let's see. Florida against Wyoming, I think. I just got a feeling because Wyoming yesterday was an 8 seed. Backtrack 2 years ago, Rhode Island. I'm a Rhode Island fan for college basketball too. Providence and Rhode Island. URI was a 9 seed 3 weeks before the tournament, and then they had an awful loss. Oh man, I forgot who it was against. They had this terrible loss, and then the game I went to, they got crushed at home against St. Louis, and they went from being a 9 seed to out of the bracket with those 2 losses. And Wyoming yesterday lost against UNLV, so I don't think they should be a single-digit seed number anymore, because that's not a good loss for Wyoming. Mountain West is going to get 4 teams in, it looks like, though, which is unheard of. John Yee in the stream, welcome in, man. SG, welcome back in here, brother. Ohio State bouncing back in a big way tonight. They lead Michigan State 74-60. Illinois in a close game. They're leading Penn State 36-34. Illinois is one of the teams that I might have far in the bracket. Really going to have to reorganize my thoughts about that. Kansas, TCU tied up at 35 at halftime. Kansas is number 6 nationally. They're so overhyped. They're only 2 players deep. Both guards. They got 4 players who they rely on for the scoring, but they only have 2 players averaging, I think, double-digit scoring. They're not a deep team at all, and they got a lot of front court trouble. NBA champion pick. I'm gonna go with Golden State right now. I know Golden State's been struggling a little bit. I think they're gonna find their way though, because they've yet to get Draymond Green back either. Final 2. I like Kentucky this year for college basketball. It might be strange to have 2 SEC teams in the championship, but I'm leading Arkansas recently. They're the hottest team right now. And for NBA, I've got So I've got Golden State in the final over Miami right now. If Miami can stay healthy, because I know they've been struggling with injuries. It's interesting seeing this all together for Brooklyn. Brooklyn, Philly, it's going to get interesting here once playoff time comes. I would love to see Brooklyn against Philly matched up in the playoffs, like before the Eastern Conference Finals even happens. If that's like an Eastern Conference semis matchup, it probably will be. Darrow, thanks so much for the sub, bud. Appreciate it. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Yeah, I hope to do so for a video for a bracket prediction. Overhyped. There's a couple of them. Kansas. Houston's at 14. Houston has one quad 1 victory, and it's against the last team in quad 1, Oklahoma State. USC. USC's at 16. They got shredded against Arizona, and it was a home game for USC. And Ohio State. I looked at the KenPom rankings earlier today, and Ohio State has worse defensive metrics than Purdue. Which for Purdue it's okay because Purdue's got the #1 offense for KenPom metrics, but Ohio State has an even worse metric than Purdue, which is not a good sign for them. And they lost against Nebraska, which is not a good loss. Yeah, Florida's going to have to beat Kentucky or keep it close at least, which I think Kentucky's going to get that one. Usually those two teams meet up in the last week, and it always seems to be Big Blue on top, usually. Yeah, Florida's going to have to make it a deep run into the SEC tournament to get in. Because there's going to be bid stealers. Teams will steal bids from conferences. And I got one bid stealer right here that should be in the bracket that's getting zero respect. No, I don't think anybody even knows that they're rising. And I think they can win a tournament game legitimately. And that team is VCU. VCU, if they win the A10, I think they got a good chance to win a tournament game. They didn't play in the tournament last year. So that's going to mean a whole ton for them because they were the only team not to play in the tournament last year. And one of their players was injured the first month of the season. With that certain player in the lineup, his name is Ace Baldwin. VCU's got a record of 17-3. And I think 2 of those losses are by 5 points or less. The only outliers, they got crushed against Dayton by 30. And that was the first time they played Dayton. The second time, they beat Dayton. Yeah, I think ACC is going to have somebody steal a bid, in my opinion. In the ACC tournament here, the ACC tournament champion that I've got will not be any of the following: Duke, Wake Forest, Notre Dame, Miami, or North Carolina. I don't think it's going to be any of those 5 teams, and those are the 5 teams in the tournament conversation. I think it's going to be someone else. And then same thing in the Pac-12. Even though Arizona's got incredible metrics, I just think Oregon shows up for that 1 week and fights their way into the tournament. Because it's been a long time since there hasn't been an NCAA tournament with Oregon, I believe. And I remember there was one time this season where they beat both of the LA schools in the same week. UCLA, USC. They're right now bubble. Okay, so Oregon, 2018 they didn't make it to the tournament. But it doesn't feel like that. They were 23-13. Okay, yeah, 2019. That's why they were bubble all throughout that 2019 season, and then they went on like this crazy winning streak to get themselves in. So they only had missed once in the last decade, and that was in 2018. Satan's Load, welcome to stream here. I might stream again tomorrow night. It depends on how much I get done or so. So I might stream tomorrow night. It will be an NBA game. I think it's the Bucks are playing tomorrow night. I think that's the one on national TV is the Milwaukee game. Let's see. Bucks against Chicago. That would be a good game. Yeah, so I might cover that one. All depends if I can get a lot of my stuff done, because I'm covering lacrosse on Saturday, so I'm trying to get like prep work on that done. So after I finish this stream, I'm off to like 2 hours of prep work till like midnight, and then back to work tomorrow morning. Memphis or Miami? I've got the Heat to win the Eastern Conference. For college basketball, though, because both of those teams might be in the playing game against each other. That would be an interesting game. I would take Miami in that matchup, though, because I think Miami's top 10 in steals per game. Memphis is at the very bottom in most turnovers this season for college basketball. So I go Miami in that matchup. That's how Miami beat Duke. Is Miami forced a bunch of turnovers to beat Duke. Hey, thanks so much, John. You appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've been working with a couple schools for announcing. I started out a couple months ago announcing for a few D3 schools, and the guy who I've been announcing with, he really enjoys my announcing work. So it's awesome. I've been covering lacrosse right now. I've been doing before, though, I did volleyball, and then I did basketball throughout the winter. Basketball just wrapped up for the college I covered a couple weeks ago. And then we just started out lacrosse 2 weeks ago. It's been cold outside because I have to announce all the games outside. I'm outdoors on like a platform in a cage. And every single game that I've covered, because I'm from Massachusetts, it's been around like 30 degrees outside when I've covered the games. So you gotta make sure and dress up nice and warm, bundled on. I got a winter jacket and then plus two sweatshirts when I cover. Kevin, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that would be something there, man. Something maybe like Memphis against Cleveland in the final. That would be a crazy final there, because both of those teams have been huge surprisers. Feel free to join the Behind Their Basketball Bracket Challenge group if you guys would like. That link is posted to the chat if you enjoy college basketball. The brackets will open up on Selection Sunday, which is Sunday, March 13th. And I have a bracket group that you guys are welcome to join in, as we'll be doing the ESPN Tournament Challenge once again this year. Which college basketball big brand do I think will be missed in this year's tournament? I think it's going to be Indiana right now. Indiana yesterday lost against Rutgers. They got a ton of work to do to get back into the tournament. Yeah, I think Indiana's going to be out. Let's see, I'm going off of Jerry Palm right now for for his bracketology. I don't think Lunardi's updated his yet in like 2 days. Yeah, Indiana, Michigan's made their way above now because Michigan keeps on getting big win after big win. Michigan in quad 1 is 4-9. Indiana in quad 1 is 2-6. Strength of schedule, Michigan's got the 4th toughest schedule. Indiana's got the 78th toughest schedule. That's strength. Oh, okay, here's a big difference in non-conference strength of schedule. Why Indiana's not in the tournament right now. Indiana's got the 315th strongest strength of schedule. Michigan's got the 25th. And then Wake Forest, they're in the bubble now. They got a good record at 23-8, but they don't have like signature wins because they lost against Duke by double digits. And Wake Forest's strength of schedule is in the 330s. So that's why all of a sudden they've been on the bubble. Right now the overall one would be Gonzaga. As Boston, as we start off the third quarter, Marcus Smart takes the 3 and he makes it right out of the gate in the third. 50-45, 11.5 left to go in the third at the beginning. Turn around, missed off the front rim by Jaren Jackson. Tatum comes up with a defensive rebound as we're back to action here. And thanks so much all for voting in the poll tonight. Thanks so much for the sub, Kevin. Appreciate it, man. Smart takes another deep jumper and he lets that one rain for the 3 ball. So both of his feet behind the line once again. Marcus Smart back-to-back threes in the first minute at the start of the third. Adams, low post underneath, able to slip past Rob Williams, scores with the right hand. Low post, Grant Williams moves it outside, Rob Williams. Smart passes over to Tatum, bobble ball. And Morant pleading his case that Tatum last touched it. Referees say Morant touched it last, though, and it's going to stay Boston basketball. Celtics get the inbound to the first minute in the third quarter. Missed by Tatum. Opportunity goes to Rob Williams off the baseline, and he saves the possession and throws down the two-handed dunk. Wasn't intentionally drawn up that way, but somehow, someway, the Celtics managed to get 2 out of it. Morant wide open at the top, takes the 3. Missed off the back rim, too strong once again. Celtics come up with a defensive rebound. At the right baseline is Horford. Horford with a big, strong start in this game. Moves it over to Grant Williams. Lob over to Horford. Gets possession. Banks it right past Morant with a solid matchup. 2 more points on the board. Largest lead of the game for the Celtics. Timeout on the floor taken by Memphis. 57-47 the score with 10:18 left to go in the third. And third quarters have been a big difference maker lately for the Celtics. Outscoring the Grizzlies here 10-2 in the third. This has been something to pay attention to lately, is how the Celtics respond after halftime. Last game, they played incredible basketball. They played flawless basketball in the third quarter on Tuesday against Atlanta. They were down by 17 points against the Hawks. They came back and they won. And they basically flipped it from a 17-point deficit. They were up by 14 at one point in the second half. 17-point deficit to a 14-point lead at one point in that game. It was crazy. What's good, Judge Onan? Welcome to the stream, man. Yeah, Celtics have struggled with turnovers tonight. Tatum's got 4 turnovers. They've got 11 as a team. Memphis is really good at stealing the basketball. 7 steals. 3 of those by Kyle Anderson so far. Boston with 3 players in double figures, scoring 13 points, leading the way. Marcus Smart with 5 assists. 10 points by Al Horford. And then 10 points by Jason Tatum. So, the Celtics go as far as Marcus Smart goes. And right now, the Celtics have extended a lead because of Marcus Smart starting out the second half back-to-back threes. Jaren Jackson Jr., top scorer for Memphis with 11. John Morant's been held to just 8 points. 3 for 15 shooting tonight. What's good, Boston Sportsman on the stream? Welcome in. Yeah, Duke's been a lock in the bracket for the past 2 months. Duke's probably going to be a 2 seed. Wow. Vegas putting out Baylor wide receiver Tyquan Thornton running a 4.21 at the NFL Combine today. Tamade on the stream, welcome in from Brazil. Thanks so much for joining in. I hope that Chris Mack can get back into coaching there. That's what I hope that the future holds, that somebody will be able to take him for coaching. There's going to be a lot of head coaches, a lot of coaching spots available, specifically the SEC, between Mike White possibly getting fired from Florida at the end of the season. It's basically a given in Georgia with Tom Crean. Georgia has been bottom for as long as I can remember. I'm 26 years old right now, so I cannot remember Georgia having any sustainable solid seasons, consecutive seasons in a row being good. Mississippi State's the other one that they're probably going to have a head coaching change. I heard Arizona State is keeping Bobby Hurley. I heard. Bill in the stream, welcome in. That is shocking, man. Yeah, I saw that score earlier. Iona against Manhattan. I'm guessing Iona has the conference wrapped up, so they're probably not playing to their fullest potential. That's really concerning there, though. 10 minutes left to go. That might hurt a seed line for Iona. It certainly hurts an at-large chance. They have no at-large chances now for Iona. So that win against Alabama, that hurts. That hurts Alabama too. Coming back from the timeout, Memphis just scored an 8-point game. 9:40 left to go. Tatum turns the corner, 4 on the shot clock, flings it out to the top, 1 on the shot clock. Horford takes the 3, skipped around the rim and out. Bane comes out with the defensive rebounds. Yeah, this is Coach K's last year. Harry in the stream, welcome in. I'll go Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I got no Bojangles in my area. We don't have a Bojangles where I am. I think Bojangles only in the southeast. Over here in Massachusetts, we don't have Bojangles. We didn't have Chick-fil-A like a decade ago. We were starting to get Chick-fil-A though. A couple restaurants popped up the last 5 years. Pass inside to a bucket by the Celtics. Up by 10, 9 minutes left to play. Corner 3 over the rim, missed by DeAnthony Melton. Offensive rebound. Jackson floats it up and he scores. What's good? Showtime on the stream. Welcome in, man. Yeah, they've been looking phenomenal here. Big turnaround. Their inside defenses look tremendous. Boston has it inside the paint. Tatum drives, works his way, and he draws the foul on Bane. Do I think UNC can beat Duke on Saturday? I'm going to take Duke in that one. I thought UNC had their chance a month ago. I don't think Coach K is going to lose his last home game. So Jason Tatum up to 10 points, going to shoot 2, coming up at the free throw line. First one is good. Tatum not having a strong game tonight. 11 points, 3 for 10 from the floor, 4 turnovers, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Second one's good by Tatum, but his other teammates have stepped up. No Marcus Smart tonight. Impressive showing by the Celtics with 13 points by Marcus Smart, 5 assists. Grant Williams with 11 off the bench, and Al Horford's got 10. 6 of those in the first quarter. Pass underneath off of a pivot move, and Jaren Jackson Jr. has back-to-back baskets for Memphis. 8:20 left to go in the third. Smart with the ball top of the key, defended by Morant. Dribbles up now into the key, backs his way, puts up a mid-range shot, bounces around the rim. That goes through. Marcus Smart up to 15. Grizzlies have the ball with Morant. Moves it outside of the wing to Jackson Jr. Passes on top. Morant will fire away from 3. Missed again, too strong. He is off tonight from 3-point range. Everything just going way too strong to the back rim. Tatum collects the rebound. Moves it back outside to Smart. Launches a 3 straight away. Hit the rim short. Defensive rebound pulled down by Memphis. Grizzlies have it with Bane. Long range 3. Laser around the rim. Missed. Had a great look but couldn't convert. And it hasn't been the game either tonight for Desmond Bane. Sharpshooter, second-year player of the TCU, just 1 for 7 shooting, 2 points, 0 for 3 from 3. Smart passes, trail, Tatum, right to the cup, scores, up and in off the backboard. This is the largest lead in the night. Celtics by 12 with 7:20 remaining in the third. Yeah, Celtics have completely changed here. Wow, that was a hustle play. Rob Williams got tagged up with Jaren Jackson. Rob Williams picked up the steal, and Jackson chopped him down, as Jackson will pick up the loose ball foul. Yeah, interesting question, because 2 months ago, this Celtics team was not balanced whatsoever. Every single night, it used to be Tatum 25 points, Brown 25 points, and then the number 3 scorer would get like 8 points. And now everybody stepped up. Now, we've been seeing here on a basis lately, Smart picking up around 15 per game, Grant Williams getting into double figures, Rob Williams has been a double-double machine, Al Horford even getting in on a double-figure scoring tonight, which is impressive. Horford lob over the top for Rob Williams, who throws it down with a two-handed flush. So explosive at the rim for number 44. The energy in the building tonight at TD Garden. 6.5 left to go in the third. Memphis with the ball at the elbow with Steven Adams. Adams working on Tatum. Jab step dribbles right down the lane. Scores with the right hand up and in off the backboard. I believe Jaylen Brown's going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. That's what I heard initially. Tatum moves it out to Smart. Dribbles up down inside the paint. Smart slips. Kick out to the corner. Horford takes the 3 and he makes it. What a decision right there by Marcus Smart, slipping inside the key and kicking it out to the corner in a nick of time for Al Horford, who is having a stellar night tonight for number 42 for the C's. 15. That's now 13 points by Horford. Smart's got 15 and 7 assists. Missed shot by Memphis. They come up with the ball. Top of the key 3. Bane is good from the outside. Yeah, I think they're going over for $2,000 for the tickets there, Vegas, between Duke and UNC Saturday. Yeah, I remember tickets were like $3,000 for like Zion. The Zion Williamson games back in 2019. Smart. Bounce pass off to Tatum at the elbow. Tatum off of a double team. He's got Grant Williams wide open in the right corner. He's also got Smart. Tatum lobs it up over the top behind the defense as Robert Williams for another alley-oop jam. Just keep on throwing it down at the rim tonight for the Time Lord. He is up to double figures in double fashion tonight. 10 and 10 for RW3. Memphis with the ball. Morant pushes it out to Bane. Slides to his left. Takes the 3. Altered. Shot missed. No good. Tap to the perimeter. Adams will tip it outside. It goes back to Bane. Bane passes out to the corner. Jaren Jackson down by 14. Dribbles into the paint. Get that out of there. Huge rejection by Robert Williams. Back to the Grizzlies it goes. Melton floats it up over the top. Adams. Another rejection by Horford. Second chance. No good off the glass. They get it right back. Floats up the runner. And Jackson gets held onto and followed by Rob Williams. Holy smokes. It's a brick wall tonight between the two bigs. Rob Williams and Al Horford for the Celtics. 2 blocks in that possession alone. What's good, Victoria? Welcome to the stream again. What a game. I cannot believe what I'm witnessing here, but the Celtics, oh my goodness. They are shutting down teams in the second half. This has been a consistent fashion lately on games with rest. Not games in the back-to-back. Morant finally makes a 3 from the outside. 11-point game, 4:10 left to go. John Morant with 13. He is the number 2 scorer. 1 for 8 from 3, 5 for 18 from the floor. Memphis held to 19% from 3 tonight. They're 6 for 28 from the perimeter. Derek White straight down the lane with the right hand. Scoop score up and in off the backboard as he gets the bucket and the foul. Everybody making contributions tonight in this game. Derek White to the rim. 5 players tonight in double-digit scoring. 15 by Marcus Smart, 14 points by Jason Tatum, 13 points, 9 rebounds by Al Horford, 10 points, 10 boards by Rob Williams, Grant Williams with 11, Derek White at the free throw line, missed the shot, he's got 6. Oh yeah, D-Wade, it's been incredible here. I can't believe what I've been seeing here. Second portion of the season that they've just flipped the switch like this. Top of the key, Clark moves it out to the corner. Morant dribbles, right block, inside the key, floats up the shot. Missed off the back rim, Celtics challenging everything. Though Morant went down, as Ja will head to the free throw line. Late whistle called in the blocking foul. It's on Boston. It's going to be charged to Marcus Smart. Yeah, they were blowing everything back in December and January. They're coming out right now and playing hard. Every single game playing hard. Where 2 months ago they just weren't. It just didn't seem like they wanted to play. It looked like they had another jersey that they were wearing. It looked like they were a random team that went by the nickname of the St. Patrick's Patties or something like that. They weren't playing by the Boston Celtics 2 months ago, and they're wearing that jersey with Celtics pride once again tonight. Pass into double coverage, deflected and stolen away, and John Morant with a miscue. It should be 74-65. Morant had an easy layup or a dunk, and he just lost the ball underneath Memphis's hoop. They had a fast break off of an outlet pass. That's a mistake you don't see too often. Boston with the ball. 3:15 left to go in the third. White, jumper, mid-range, got partially blocked. Tice comes out with it though. Tice off of a triple team. Has to get the ball away from the key. He does. Horford, extra pass to the wing. Smart, dribbles up, floats it up over the top for Tice, who does the work and honors, and Tice scores and gets fouled. So many buckets lately in the third by the Celtics off of alley-oop opportunities at the rim behind the defense. 3:05 left to go. Boston now in the bonus, shooting one with Tice. It's like everybody making an impact tonight, and this was non-existent 2 months ago. It was just Tatum and Brown. There was no such thing as bench scoring for Boston. Free throw is good by Tice. Just going to dig into the Boston bench numbers. 11, 16, 22, 25 points off the bench tonight for the Celtics. And they have 5 players scoring double figures. Missed shot off the front rim by Anderson. Celtics come up with the ball by 14. Top of the free throw circle. Smart passes off to Horford. Left wide open. Jacks up a 3. Missed off the back rim. Settles to the top of the glass and hits the shot clock. Hey, what's good, BKL? Welcome on the stream here, man. Yeah, this one's going pretty well tonight. No Jaylen Brown and the Celtics holding in strong right now. Still quite a bit of time left to go, though. We have 14 minutes and 35 seconds in the game. 2:35 left to play in the third. Boston outscoring Memphis 30-18 in the third quarter. It's these second halves lately that the Celtics are strong. Completely opposite. 2 months ago, they were blowing the fourth quarter open. So right now we're just on a timeout. Glad to have you guys back in once again tonight on the channel. Heat lead the Nets now 81-76. Pistons up over the Raptors 87-71. Mavs lead the Warriors 48-33. Kings up over the Spurs 47-40. Yeah, probably Cleveland once again. Yeah, Cleveland or the Knicks. But probably not going to happen. Every single season, New York just missing out on their opportunity. Because that's the only spotlight bigger than LA would be New York. That would be crazy if that would happen. Wow, Trae Young with 39 points. Man, he is so tough. He went down in the last game. Hawks putting up 130 over Chicago tonight. 130-124. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining tonight on the channel. We got a couple links posted down in the description below this video. Discord, Twitter. Also behind there, basketball merchandise. Got some pretty cool stuff out there. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers. I just put that link in the chat if anybody's interested. Also, memberships as low as $1.99 per month for channel members to get a shout-out at the end of my live streams. And pinned to the chat's the Behind Your Basketball Bracket Challenge. Feel free to take a look at that if anybody's interested. You guys are welcome to join the Bracket Challenge if you haven't already done so. And the brackets will come out on Sunday, March 13th is when brackets come out. And that link is pinned to the chat. Back to action. John Morant took it down the lane, drew the foul. So Morant will head to the line, shoot two. Clock will stop with 2:20 left to play in the third. First one is good. College basketball scoreboard right now. TCU leading Kansas 53-51. TCU really wants to ensure that they're part of the March Madness bracket. Iowa leading Michigan 15-6. Iowa doesn't really have many quad one victories, I don't think. I think they only have one quad one victory, so tonight would help them out a ton. It's a road game at Michigan. Boston lost the handle. Back to Memphis it goes. Lob over the top. Alley-oop opportunity a little bit too wide. Second chance points. Pinwheels around. And they will get the tip in. It's by Morant. 10-point game. 2 minutes left to go. Houston destroyed Temple 84-46. Ohio State knocked off Michigan State 80-69. Michigan State's in a lot of trouble right now. Lob inside. Tice. One dribble off of a double team as he will draw the blocking foul from behind. It's on Brandon Clark. Oh, sorry to hear that, Johnny. Hope everything goes much better for you there, man. SMU came from behind, beat Cincinnati 76-71, so they're still alive in the bracket for SMU. And Illinois beat Penn State, too close for comfort, though, 60-55 Illinois. First shot good by Tice. Oh, that's terrible, man. So sorry to hear that. That's awful. And Stanford's leading Arizona right now, 17-15. Second shot missed by Tice. Minute 35 left to go. Morant has the ball, top of the key. Morant dribbles on Tice inside the post. Morant had it stripped, stolen away. Grant Williams picks up the steal for the Celtics. Smart swings it down the lane. Tatum splits two defenders, lays it up and in. That is good. Up and in off the backboard by Jason Tatum. What a move right there. Through to get to the rim by Tatum. Threading the needle off the pass by Smart. Missed three at the top of the key by Memphis. It's been a cold game from the outside for the Grizzlies. 6 for 29, 22% from the perimeter. Off a double team, Smart. Tice, kick out, corner, pump fake, White, open, three, corner, boom! He sinks it. Derek White, a triple with 1 minute left to play in the third. Laser beam straight through the bottom of the net it went. Boston 51% shooting, Memphis 35% held to tonight. Top of the key. Morant moves it outside to Anderson. Back out to Ja. Ja open three straight away. Hits it. Second made triple of the game by Ja. Chris, welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you back in, brother. 40 seconds left to go in the third. Celtics have the ball. Smart. At the top, defended by Ja. Dribbles towards his right. Swings it outside. Dangerous pass. White tried to pick it up. Couldn't. And then Conchar poked it loose out of bounds, so the Celtics will have it back. 26 seconds remaining. Boston by 13. Michael on the stream, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. What a turnaround for the Celtics here. Smart floats up a shot. To the left of the rim it went. Not a good look. It was contested. Goes right back to Memphis. Grizzlies will take a jumper as we have a foul call. Clock will stop. 26 seconds. Jameson, welcome in. I might be back tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but if I do stream tomorrow, it will be Bucks against Bulls at 7:30. If not, I hope to be streaming on Sunday. Sunday should be a definite, unless for some reason one of my lacrosse games gets pushed back from Saturday to Sunday. But Sunday I hope to cover the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament Final. I think that's at 2 o'clock. And I might cover, it's the Big South right before that. I might cover that one too. 13 seconds left to go in the third. Memphis down by 13 as they have the ball. Ja, top of the key, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Drive straight down the lane. Blocked by Tice off the backboard. Clark got it back though and drew the fall on White. 6.4 seconds left to go. Brandon Clark will head to the free throw line to shoot two coming up for Memphis. Derek White calling on the blocking foul. Incredible block on the first one by Tice off the glass. Hey, thanks so much, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Glad to help you guys out. Ja Morant tonight up to 22. Incredibly slow start tonight, though, for Jaws. He's 7 for 21 from the floor. And he started out 3 for 15 shooting. He's been making a lot of his shots, though, lately. First shot is good. Second shot by Ja sinks through. 6.4 seconds left to go. Boston gets the inbounds. Tatum takes it past midcourt. 2 seconds. Tatum tries to take it to the rim. Moves it outside. And the extra pass was delivered late as the shot clock expires. And we close out the end of the third. Not enough time for Tice to get a shot off. And if you're Jason Tatum, you have to look up right there. Realize you only have 6 seconds left to go. That's the distance to go down the length of the court and float up a shot, and he should have just went for a runner. Should have just went for a runner and see if he could have drawn the fall or something like that, but instead he decided to make an extra pass, which by that time, the time expired. Yeah, man, I hope that Xavier can be in the tournament there for you. I thought they'd take that one yesterday against St. John's, and now they're really in trouble. As Jerry Palms put them as a 10 seed right now. So they've gone from top 25 to now a 10 seed. Yes, I think Arkansas can win on Saturday. Yeah, no Jaylen Brown. Aaron Nesmith got injured 6 minutes into the game. And Boston just rallying. Constant rallying. The demeanor here, it's completely changed. Tennessee's undefeated at home too. That's going to be interesting. Tennessee going to beat the hottest team in all college hoops. Ja Morant with 24, 15 points by Jaren Jackson Jr. They only have 2 players in double figures tonight from Memphis. Celtics, they have 5. Two players with double-doubles as well. Marcus Smart, 15 points, 9 assists. He might be the third player with a double-double. Jason Tatum's the top scorer. He's got 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists by Tatum. Smart with 15 points, 9 assists, right behind Tatum, having a great game. And as far as Marcus Smart goes, that's how far the Celtics will go. And when Marcus Smart has great games, the Celtics usually perform really good. If Marcus Smart's cold, then usually the Celtics struggle. And tonight, Smart's had a great second half tonight. And he started out a perfect 3 for 3 from 3 in this game. Al Horford as well, getting a solid contribution as him. Double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. Another double-double by guess who? The Time Lord. 10 points, 10 boards, 3 blocks by Robert Williams, along with 3 steals. And then off the bench, Grant Williams. Perfect 4 for 4, 3 for 3 from 3-point range by Grant. He's got 11 points off the bench tonight. So without Jaylen Brown, finding ways to victory tonight for the Celtics if they can close it out. 83-72, about to begin the fourth quarter in just a moment. Unfortunately, I won't be able to have Arkansas against Tennessee on Saturday. I'll be out covering lacrosse at that time. I wish, man, that's going to be a great game. Yeah, I'll be out most of Saturday covering a lacrosse game for college. And I won't be back in time either for UNC against Duke, because I know that game goes on later in the day, but I'm like an hour and a half up for the game tomorrow, or game on Saturday. We start off the fourth quarter. Tyus Jones has it, moves it out to the wing. Bane launches a 3, and he sinks it through. So now it's a single-digit type of game. That's a big triple there by Desmond Bane. We'll see what the Celtics have in store for them. Memphis 8 for 31 from the outside. Boston 11 of 29. Horford at the top. Tatum gets knocked down, no call. Hand off to White. 5 in the shot clock. White launches a 3. Rips it through for the triple by Derek White as he sinks it. A sweet shooter's touch right there by White to knock that one down. White, a familiar foe, taking on these Memphis Grizzlies. Coming from San Antonio, spin move and scoring at the baseline is Brandon Clark. Yeah, sorry to hear, Chris. You guys still have a chance. You have to pull off upsets. But there's still a chance for Xavier to make it into the tournament. Horford trying to battle for the rebound. Couldn't come down with it. As it's Desmond Bane who tracks it down for Memphis. Shovels it out to the wing. Jaren Jackson working on Tatum 1-on-1. Jackson dribbles into the key. Floats up the shot. He banks it. Up and then off the backboard. 7-point game. 10:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout taken by Ime Udoka. Memphis started to get on a roll. You can't count out the Grizzlies just yet. It's going to set up a fantastic finish tonight. This is the first time that these two teams have played each other this season, and what a game we've had. Glad to see these two teams match up against each other. NBA scores right now. Heat have taken the lead. They're winning the Nets with 10:20 left to go in the fourth, 92-88. Kevin Durant, first game back in action after injury, 25 points tonight by Durant. Pistons up over the Raptors, 91-79. Detroit starting to get much better lately. Mavs leading the Warriors. Golden State's gone cold lately. 62-48 Dallas. Kings lead the Spurs 59-51. And Atlanta, big game by Trae Young. 39 points, 13 assists. As the Hawks knock off the Bulls 130-124. College basketball scores. TCU leading by 1. Over Kansas, 57-56. This is the second game TCU has played against Kansas in 2 days. And this is a home game at Fog Allen. Imagine what it does to Kansas this coming week. Iowa beating Michigan 20-9. Stanford leading Arizona 22-15. That's a shocker early on. Wow. That's it as far as power conference games tonight. Houston destroyed Temple earlier today, 84-46. Ohio State beat Michigan State. Michigan State's cold right now, 80-69. And then Illinois able to beat Penn State 60-55. And Iona lost against Manhattan today. That was a stunner. 74-72. Liberty beats Lipscomb, so Liberty's still alive in the Atlantic Sun Tournament, which they have one of the top scorers nationally with Darius McGee. SMU beat Cincinnati today, still on the bubble, 76-71. Hey, best of luck there for a Waze tonight, taking the under in this one. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight, being a part here on the channel. I cover basketball games, NBA games, college hoops games as well. And also hit me up in the chat who you got in this one. If you're taking the Celtics or taking the Grizzlies, let me know out in the chat. And we got that link pinned to the chat. Anyone is welcome to join the Behind the Arc Basketball Bracket Challenge group on ESPN. I think we had over 100 people join the group last year for the Bracket Challenge group. So anybody is welcome to join in and be a part of that. It's the Bracket Challenge. That will be with the bracket released on Selection Sunday. So that's on Sunday the 13th. We come back from the timeout. It's only a 7-point game right now. 86-79 with 10:10 left to go in the fourth. Tatum makes his way into the paint. Missed the layup, but drew the foul. Blocking foul picked up by Brandon Clark. Jason Tatum will head to the free throw line to shoot two. First shot good by Tatum. Yeah, don't give up on them, man, for you, Chris. Yeah, Boston was a 2.5-point favorite coming in without Jaylen Brown. Second one good by Tatum. Things started to get a little bit shaky the last game against Indiana. They were up by 14. Ended up closing it out by 9. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Memphis with the ball at the wing. Lob it over to Clark at the baseline. Working on Rob Williams. Passes down the lane. Wide open. Leads to a dunk by Jaren Jackson Jr. Celtics will slow it down. 14-5 run by the Grizzlies last 3 minutes. Pritchard, Tatum, Horford, Derek White, Rob Williams. That's the five of the court. Horford open. Takes the three. Rattles in for the triple. What a night by number 42. Big Al in the white and green for the Celtics. Al Horford tonight, he is up to 13 points and 12 rebounds. One of 5, now 6 players in double figures scoring for the Celtics. So they have got 6 players total tonight, double digits. Missed 3 from the top by Jaren Jackson. Horford comes up with a defensive rebound. On the far side of the court, passes off to Pritchard, who gives it off to Tatum. Tatum with 9 minutes left to go. Celtics by 10 and with the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Tatum, dribble drive, down the lane inside, poke loose from behind. And it's going to stay Celtics basketball with 10 on the shot clock. 9 minutes left to go on the game clock. Yeah, Derek White, he is tough out there. He took a shot to the arm area, and Derek White checks out of the game, and he has to go to the locker room. So this is just devastating. Left arm of Derek White. He took a shot off of a pick set, I think it was by Brandon Clark. 3-point shot taken by Tatum, no good. Offensive rebound, pulled out by Al Horford. Rob Williams passes off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles, Euro step into the lane, floats up the shot and scores into the key for 2 more. Nice move to the hoop right there by Jason Tatum. He's up to 20 and a timeout taken on the floor by the Grizzlies. 8:44 left to go as Boston leads by 12. No problem tonight. No Jaylen Brown. Aaron Nesmith goes down 4 minutes into the game. Derek White just headed to the locker room with an arm injury as he took off of a pick around the defender. Missing some key players. No problem, though, for the Celtics here. 93-81, 8:44 left to go, and everybody contributing tonight. Largest lead was by 16 at one point for Boston. Celtics +3 in the glass, 43-40. Specifically, defensive rebounds, they're +7, 31-24. And they have two players with double digits tonight in points and rebounds. Double-double night for Al Horford, 16 points, 14 boards. Along with 2 blocks, they have 7 blocks as a team, 10 blocks, 10 rebounds by Rob Williams. He's got 10 points, 10 rebounds by Rob Williams. He's got 3 blocks for the Time Lord. Tatum leads the way, 20 points, 15 points, 9 assists by Marcus Smart, 12 points off the bench by Derek White, 11 by Grant Williams. What a game. Travis, welcome back on the stream here, man. Totally changed Celtics team here from what we've saw the last 2 months. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Glad to have you guys join in, be a part here on the channel tonight. Memphis has had the looks, but haven't been able to knock down their threes tonight in this game. Grizzlies are just 8 for 32 from the perimeter. Boston 13 of 32. So that's a difference between 5 made threes by the Celtics. Boston 41% from 3. Memphis held at 26%. Yeah, that's right. At least you don't boo them when they get into blowouts at the end of the game there, Chris. Yeah, there's still a chance Xavier can get in for you, man. I saw that they're a 10 seed by Jerry Palm. Joe Lunardi hasn't updated his bracket in the last 2 days on the website, so I'm not sure what he's got them right now for Xavier. But Palm still has them in the bracket as a 10, but they really need to start winning as many games as possible rest of the stretch. Juan, best of luck out there tonight, taking the Celtics for his $50. Kansas leading TCU 62-59, under 6 minutes left to go there. Iowa looking good, crushing Michigan now 26-11. And Stanford up over Arizona 31-24. That's one that I did not expect. Yeah, Stanford, their record doesn't cut it. They're 15-13. If they beat Arizona around a month ago, they'd be put in the bracket because of that. But they have too many losses right now that they'd have to win the Pac-12 tournament title outright. So we come back from the timeout. Memphis with a 3 at the top of the key. It goes down. It's a 9-point game. Peyton Pritchard towards his right at the top, defended by Jackson. Moves it outside to Horford. Skips it cross court. Tatum, right baseline dribble off of a double team. Bane and Jones works his way and puts it up and through for 2 by Tatum. Jason Tatum up to 22 tonight. Boston by 11. 8 minutes remaining. Jackson launches a deep one. Missed off the back rim. Tipped up. Al Horford comes up with his 15th rebound of the night. All Big Al with burst of speed. Lobs it over the top for Tatum, who throws it down with a two-handed alley-oop jam. Al Horford showing you the pushing drive speed off of a 2-and-1 fast break opportunity there to the rim. Tatum up to 24. 7.5 left to go in the fourth. Jumper, mid-range. Clark off the mark. No call as he went down working on Rob Williams. Celtics come up with the basketball. Tatum moves it out to the corner. Pritchard, left baseline dribble. Floats up the runner. Peyton Pritchard hits it. Celtics by 15 in the final 7 minutes, 15 seconds. And we'll have a timeout taken on the floor by Memphis. Multiple baskets at the rim tonight for alley-oop opportunities by Boston. They get one a couple possessions ago. Al Horford off of the rebound, going the distance of the court, lobbing it over the house top there for Jason Tatum to throw down the two-handed alley-oop jam. This has been something impressive. Boston tonight with 6 players in double figures. Yeah, you guys have to definitely beat Georgetown. Georgetown hasn't even won a conference game. So yeah, if Xavier loses to Georgetown on Saturday, Xavier would have to probably win the Big East title outright to get to March Madness. That's how big of a disparity is between winning against Georgetown and losing against Georgetown. Because when Ohio State lost against Nebraska on Tuesday, Ohio State dropped from being a 5 seed to a 7. That has significant seeding line drops. So it will be, right now they're a 10. They would drop to probably a 12, which a 12 is a play-in, which would probably put them behind all the play-in teams. We have 7:15 left to go. Welcome in McCall on the stream. Yeah, I think so too, Alex. I think Pac-12 and ACC, in my opinion, is going to have bid stealers. I'm eyeing Maryland, or you've got Maryland there. I've got Virginia in the ACC. I've got Oregon in the Pac-12. Both getting to the tournament, winning the conference title. It'd be crazy if somebody else wins the Big East. Like from the bottom, like a DePaul or Georgetown. That would be crazy if that happens. Horford try to break his motion, ball first, catch, and then cut. And he wasn't looking at the ball. As he lost it, got forced into a tie-up. And it's going to be jump ball. Celtics have it inside the paint. Tatum makes his way down underneath and gets the bucket as Boston puts up the triple-digit burger on the board tonight. 101-84, 6:35 left to play. Morant right to the rack and he scores. Celtics going to slow it down. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. He dribbles right baseline, gets to the cup, and once again, Jason Tatum keeps on getting to the rack. It has completely changed here for Jason Tatum. We look at earlier in the season, Tatum, step back, deep jumper after deep jumper, contested in the air. And now, last couple weeks, he is making a full effort getting right to the rim. Look who can get to the rim there. John Morant's been doing it all season. Missed the first one, gets the second one, and puts it back up and off the glass over Grant Williams. Under 6 minutes left to go. Celtics will start to slow down the ball. Tatum at the wing. Dribbles up to the elbow. Now the free throw circle. Takes the fall away. 15-footer. Dude, everything is dropping tonight for JT. 2 more points on the board for Jason Tatum. Talk about improving your game. All levels. Already an elite scorer, but he is starting to get his way with a playmaking. And specifically the defensive side, we've seen his intensity pick up the past couple of weeks. Memphis launching a 3 and hitting. And now the Celtics lose control of the ball. Wide open layup as it's good for Kyle Anderson. 12-point game. 5:05 left to go. Pritchard wide open at the top. Jacks up the 3. Too strong off the back rim. Celtics getting a little bit carried away. Morant comes up with a rebound and he's going to draw the fall. Reaching in at midcourt's Grant Williams. Jason Tatum back-to-back 30-point games. 30 tonight on the board for Tatum along with 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 2 players with a double-double tonight for the Celtics. 16 and 15 by Al Horford, also with 5 assists. 10 points, 10 rebounds by Rob Williams. Boston with 29 assists tonight as a team. That's total teamwork right there, moving the ball around. Much, much better than the first part of the season where they struggled to even get to 20 assists most of the time. Jackson moves it out to the corner. Bain, step back 3 at the wing. Lets it rain. It's a single-digit game. They won't go away. Not just yet. 4:45 left to go. Alan, welcome in. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been incredible how they flipped the switch right now. Tatum moves across the court. Smart. Back outside to Tatum at the top. Tatum looking for more than 30. Tatum takes it right inside. First one, no good. Second one is good by Jason Tatum off the offensive putback. 32 on the board tonight for Tatum with 4:20 left to go. Yeah, you got there to the semifinals of the Big East Championship for Chris. Yeah, just to be safe, I agree, because you don't know how many teams are going to steal bids. Specifically looking at ACC, Pac-12, even Mountain West. If like a random team like a UNLV sneaks into the bracket, things could change. Maybe even CUSA. If North Texas loses in the conference championship and say like a UAB or Middle Tennessee or Louisiana Tech wins, then North Texas should have enough to get to the bracket. That would be their 5th loss of the season. And also even OVC, Murray State's got enough to make it in. They'll just suffer their 3rd loss. Last year Belmont went 26-3. Murray State's 28-2 right now. Murray State's got enough right now to get into the bracket. Speaking of Murray State, that's where the star of Memphis went to, John Morant. Inbound goes to Tatum, 5 in the shot clock, 107-98. Passes down low to Smart. Smart turnarounds. Got blocked. Horford gets it, 2 in the shot clock. Floats up the shot. Right place, right time. It is good for Al Horford. Everybody tonight putting in the work for the Celtics. Al Horford specifically tonight has been the X factor in this game. 18 and 15. Morant gets tied up at the free throw circle by Smart. And the clock will stop with 3:26. What's good, Vaughn in the stream? Welcome back in here. If you guys were watching some of the Celtics games back from Christmas, around 2 months ago, yeah, there was a lot of yelling at the computer screen. A lot of yelling the past couple months at the computer screen. And lately, it's been different. Oh man, has this Celtics team changed? Physicality, intensity, grit. Wearing the Celtics white and green tonight with Celtic pride as Rob Williams comes up with his 11th rebound. 3:10 left to go. Boston with the ball, 10 on the shot clock. Smart at the wing, defended by Morant. Uses a Tatum pick. Smart dribbles into the key. Floats it up off the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Desmond Bane. 3 minutes even on the clock. Bane swings across court. Jaren Jackson launches a 3. And that is the worst foul that Boston has committed all game. Happens with 2:55 remaining, and it's on Jason Tatum. Jaren Jackson Jr. got knocked down in the 3-point shot as Tatum picks up the blocking foul. It's going to be 3 coming up in the line for Triple J. Yeah, there's no need to watch that, Vaughn. Yeah, no need to watch that country there. Oh, actually, they're going to flip it. I thought it was a blocking foul by Tatum. They're going to switch the call, so it's going to be on Memphis for the offensive foul. Tatum takes a 3 off the back rim. That looked like it was a blocking foul, but they didn't call it. Morant attacks straight down the lane over Tatum with a finger roll, and he scores. 9-point game. Memphis just won't give up just yet. 35 points. Low-key, John Morant scored 35 tonight. It doesn't feel like that. He's attempted so many shots, that's why. 12 for 28. Morant was stone cold. He had just 6 in the first quarter. Marcus Smart lets it rain from the perimeter. He is feeling it tonight. Smart up to 18 as he makes his 4th triple of the game. This team will go as far as Marcus Smart goes. When they get the good version of Marcus Smart, between those 15 to 18 points, then the Celtics go on cruise control and it most likely results in a W. When Marcus Smart goes into single digits, then it most likely results in an L. Tonight, it's been the good Marcus Smart, 18 and 10, as he is one of 3 Celtics players tonight in double figures. Tatum, right to the cup, draws the fall. It's on Jackson Jr. and Tatum will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 1:42 left to go. Yeah, if you guys enjoy the channel here, check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise. I'll put that in the chat right here. Memphis Okay, they're going to get called for the reach and fall. Looked like it was a shooting fall, but they say reach in as Tatum takes the three off the inbound, and bang, bang, he splashes it. 115-100, commanding all game long for the Boston Celtics. Final minute and a half left to go. Morant, kick out, corner. Floats up the runner. Jackson off the glass, no good. Another chance. Morant swings it outside. Bane, wide open three. And we'll have a foul. 1:23 left to go. Lights out, man. Jason Tatum gives a kiss to the crowd, and man, nothing bigger than this. Yes, I'm going to do conference tournaments next week. I'm probably going to do the Missouri Valley game on Sunday. Yeah, I know the Celtics are taking on Brooklyn on Sunday, but I want to focus on college hoops or so since it's champ week and stuff like that, because I'll be covering a bunch of NBA games once playoff time comes. 115-100, minute 23 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and what a night here by the Celtics. They get 6 players in double figures scoring, 3 players getting double-doubles tonight. And Jason Tatum, not one of them, but he gets 35 points by Tatum. 13 of 24 from the floor. No Jaylen Brown. Aaron Nesmith went down the first 6 minutes of the game. And Derek White left the game. And shorthanded for the Celtics, no problem. 18 points, 15 rebounds by Al Horford. He's also got 5 assists as well. Marcus Smart, 18 points, 11 assists. Really improving by Smart, and they'll go as far as he can go. 10 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 steals by Robert Williams. Talk about a flip of a switch. Everybody improving. And Sean Grandy, the Celtics radio network play-by-play guy, he said it a couple weeks ago when Boston had one of their victories. Keep on getting better every day, he had stated. Because Tatum comes out and he plays like a lion. According to former Celtics analyst Cedric Maxwell. And they just keep on getting better every single day. That's exactly what's happening here for Boston. This is impressive. This goes down as one of their best victories all this season. $123 left to go. Jackson missed the first one at the line. Second one's good. Now if they're going to beat the number 3 team in the NBA now, if they can put together something that they could beat teams with superstars, specifically Philadelphia and Brooklyn. And this team right here, they got a full potential out in front of them. Wide open 3, Horford, have a game, buddy. Al Horford smashes it through for the 3 ball with 1 minute left to go. What a night by 42, 21 and 15. Final 50 seconds, Morant moves it outside of Baines, launches the 3, splashes the 3. Nobody has the Celtics on their radar. National analysts, pay attention. They came in today, down Jaylen Brown. They're going to come out, knocking off a 43-20 Memphis Grizzlies team in third in the NBA. Jason Tatum straight to the rim. Look how they have changed. Tatum has changed his whole demeanor. Attempting deep 2 after deep 2. 1.5, 2 months ago, Tatum has made an effort to get straight to the rim, and things have completely changed. 37 by Tatum. Grant Williams passes off to Smart. Final 8 seconds left to go. The Celtics will just hold the basketball as the whole crowd comes up to their feet on the TD Garden. And Boston has done it again. The Celtics have won 13 out of 15 right now as the Celtics improve to 38-27 on the season. What a season here of a flip of a switch by the Boston Celtics. 6 players in double figures. No Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum would be in the MVP conversation right now for Tatum as top 3 MVP if the Celtics had sustained this consistency the first part of the season. He will be right in the thick of things right now with Joel Embiid and Ja Morant, DeMar DeRozan right at the top. Tatum came into this game 9th in scoring. Morant was 6th, and Tatum drops down 37 in the victory tonight. 3 players in double figures. 21 points by Al Horford, along with 15 rebounds, having an incredible game by Al Horford. Left wide open on a constant basis, 18 points, 12 assists by Marcus Smart. 10 points, 12 rebounds by Robert Williams, along with 3 steals, 3 blocks. Off the bench, Derek White got 12 points, 11 points by Grant Williams. And man, this team they have completely changed it. The top interior defense in the NBA showing up today and winning 120-107 over the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant, low-key, he had 38 points, 7 assists for Memphis. A lot of struggles early into the game. He started to find his rhythm late, but not enough other help there to have along with him. Jaren Jackson had 17 points by Desmond Bane tonight in this matchup. Celtics +7 on the glass, 51-44. Defensive rebounds +9 for Boston, 33-24 specifically. That helped out a ton. Also, difference maker in this matchup, the 3-ball. Boston 43% from the perimeter. Memphis was 32.5. Too little, too late though at the end for this one, as the Celtics shoot 52% from the floor. Memphis at 42%. After both of these teams had slow starts, they started to creep up and get better throughout the game, but the Celtics controlled it right from the get-go here to get the W. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in tonight. Appreciate everybody on the stream. Gonna thank the channel members before I do sign off tonight on this one, but wow, what a game by the Celtics here. They have to be looked right now and taken seriously by national analysts as a contender in that column right now. Is what they did tonight, knocking off a team with a superstar with Ja Morant. Going to close out with the channel members here. We have Jason, Cindy, Rajib, Olded, Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arahan, Mike, Mark, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Joseph, LK, and GFR, Nadi, Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Isaiah, Man and Hayes, Barco, Dave, Rides of Steel, and Kelly. Thanks so much all for joining in tonight. Celtics pick up a big victory. Probably one of their best of the season, 120-107, the final. As that's a wrap for this one tonight. I might be back tomorrow, not sure just yet. Ring that notification bell so you do know if I do go live tomorrow for the live stream. But thanks so much for joining in, everybody. Celtics with a big victory tonight by 13 over Memphis. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone.